What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys for rocking with me here this morning. We are back live Tuesday, July 30th. Welcome in. A lot going on. Market started pulling back. Some negative sentiment around the fact that the U.S. government was selling some Bitcoin. That probably led to a little bit of a sell-off. Meanwhile, though, XRP pumping. Memecoins still being a very, very interesting place to make some trades. You guys know my strategy with Memecoins for the most part: make some money, stack it away, get it out there into some blue chips. But we're going to get into it, guys. XRP is up, which is good to see. You know, we've seen a trend with XRP recently, actually, in the last few weeks. And it has to do with XRP going against the grain right now. It seems as if anytime Bitcoin and Ethereum sell off, we've got XRP doing the opposite, pumping while Bitcoin is dumping. So I know the XRP army is loving this morning. Good to see. It's been on a nice upward trajectory since we talked about XRP weeks ago, where we thought it bottomed out, and we have since recovered nicely. We have been up above our moving averages for quite a while, and things are looking on the up and up for XRP. There's a lot of rumors about the lawsuit ending soon. This could be good for crypto. I firmly believe, this lawsuit ending for XRP would be massive for anybody and everybody involved. Even if you don't necessarily hold XRP, this is still something we're watching because it will be good for the industry. It'll break things loose. It'll give more regulatory clarity to the entire market. So even if you're not invested into XRP, I still think we have a vested interest as people in crypto to see XRP, or Ripple in this case, win the lawsuit. I feel like this shouldn't be a debate, but there are so many people who just hate on XRP for no apparent reason. So we're going to get into some of the specifics on what's going on with XRP, what's going on with Bitcoin, what's going on with the markets. We'll take a look at Memecoins. Guys, you guys know the drill. Smash the like button on your way in. Subscribe if you have not already. And we are getting some people to file in here this morning. Love it. The fact that we're getting so many new people coming to the channel. Just make sure you're subscribed. We really appreciate all the people who come back every single day. Kamal, good morning to you. Must Jim XRP, baby. Good morning, Big Z. What's up, EMAC? Bruce is in the house. It's Summers. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. What's your thoughts on a target price for XRP? I've been saying, an 8 to 10x from here, I think is feasible. I'm not one to say that XRP is going to go to, $80 tomorrow. I mean, there are a lot of things that, could happen that could really create a drastic price increase on XRP. There's no doubt about it. But I don't think we can bank on that as investors. I don't think we can bank on the fact that, I'm putting all my net worth into XRP because it's going to go to $100 someday. There are no guarantees in crypto. Certainly speculating outside of Bitcoin right now. And really Bitcoin and Ethereum, they are the two that I think stand alone. They make up 70% of the market. I don't think I'm going out on a limb here. And again, this is coming from somebody who likes XRP but is not afraid to also understand that Bitcoin and Ethereum should be put on a higher pedestal right now. It's not to say XRP can't join the ranks one day. It's not to say that. XRP used to be a bigger market cap than Ethereum. It was the darling of 2017. XRP was the darling of 2017. It outpaced just about everything of that previous cycle. But right now, I think XRP is certainly still speculative, but there's a ton of upside because the technology is phenomenal. We know that if it's ushered in by governments, by big institutions, that this could be massive. Joseph Johnson, member on the channel. Appreciate you, brother. He bought some more Brett this morning. Nice. Brett's a good one. I think it's going to do really, really well. Third, XRP third most popular in Cyprus. Nice. What's going on, fam? This market is lit. What's up, Miguel? Hey, Zach from Australia. Great to see my XRP pumping. Love it. Another Aussie. Got a couple Aussies in the house. JH, good morning, bro. $30 your price prediction on XRP. What's your guys' price target on XRP? What's your realistic price target on XRP by the end of this bull cycle? And be realistic. I think it's hard to be realistic right now with XRP because there's so many people saying that it's going to go to, you know, umpteen dollars or $100 or whatever, right? The fact of the matter is nobody knows, by the way. Nobody has a clue. But I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts. Shane, a member on the channel, is here. What's up, Shane? How you doing, bro? It will be at 80, though. When? Like tomorrow? Target price to the moon. I love the confidence. Don't get me wrong. I love the confidence. 2018, it jumped 60,000%. But yeah, Boca, what was the price of XRP when it did that? What was the market cap of XRP when it did that? I'm curious, honestly. It jumped 60,000% in 2018, but what was the price? People are starting release XRP could be a 10x if they win the lawsuit. Chances are on Bitcoin you might make 5 or 10% in August. No, listen, I get it. There's more upside with XRP but there's also more risk. There's more speculation. So it's that give and take. And this is why I talk about having Bitcoin and Ethereum for me as the backbone of my portfolio that I don't really touch. I kind of treat it as the long-term play, and then I speculate on everything else. 100%. And XRP is one of those ones I hold. I accumulated a good amount, a decent amount. It's not like a top 10 holding of mine, but it's top 20 probably. But I got a decent amount under 40 cents. I'm happy with that. And I bought a little bit around 50 too. I'm cool with that. Just the thought Bitcoin is such old technology, has nothing on XRP real world use case. I hear that, Peter. And definitely XRP is going to be, and already is, I would say more transactional than Bitcoin. Whereas the big Bitcoin story might start and end with Bitcoin as digital gold. I get it. But that is still a huge narrative. That is still a huge narrative. If Bitcoin is the true hedge against inflation, the new version of gold, I mean, we're talking about gold being a $10 trillion asset. That means Bitcoin, which is global, and it's kind of resetting the stage, that, I mean, it could be worth hundreds of trillions of dollars, as Michael Saylor laid out at Bitcoin Nashville. Given what's happening right now in front of us, with it being adopted across the board with ETFs, but also being adopted as legal tender already, maybe having this in strategic reserves. We're seeing what's happening in the United States already with 3 states putting Bitcoin in their pension funds, retirement programs. There's a lot to love about Bitcoin, even if it's just digital gold. I don't want to spend my Bitcoin. It's the true hedge against inflation. XRP, though, would be much more transactional. So there's definitely more use case for sure. What do you think of Kendu? Huge, huge Kendu holder, huge supporter. Been there since the early days. So absolutely love Kendu. Big fan. Vito's got 10K into XRP at 47-cent average. Nice. So you're liking this for sure. XRP right now at 63 cents. We'll take a look at that here. Let's pull it up because it is going against the grain, which is awesome. So here's XRP, the chart. This is the daily here. So we're trying to break out of a very, very key zone here for XRP. Right now, we're right on the heels of where we were not too long ago, back in July here, 63. We have resistance here, and we're meeting resistance right now. But still, indicators, technical indicators are showing strong buys across the board. Why? Because our moving averages have just been crushed. We are well above all of our moving averages right now. And so we're looking to break free here a little bit on XRP. We'll continue to watch it, obviously, throughout the entire day and week. But Vito, you're looking good there with 10K invested at 47 cents. What's your exit strategy? You don't have to answer that, but make sure you have one. That could be rhetorical. You don't have to answer that. But what's your strategy? Because you're up on your investment right now. What's your strategy? How are you planning to profit on XRP? What are you going to do with the profits once you win? How are you going to reinvest or reallocate that money? Have you thought about that yet? These are really important key questions, guys. By the way, just in general, in the macro, when investing in crypto, you've got to have these questions answered. And I made the mistake not to have these questions answered when I got into crypto the first go around back in late 2020. And I did okay. I did okay in the markets. I did well enough to quit my day job and, obviously be here with you guys every single day. And I'm very grateful for that. But I left a lot of money on the table back then because I did not have a strategic plan. I've made a good amount of money in crypto, but I've lost even more. And I think one of the reasons why I lost is because I didn't have those plans in place. So the one thing I've definitely retooled and restructured this go around is a strategic plan with every asset I get into, an exit strategy with every crypto that I'm buying. And sometimes it's, a 2x or 3x and I'm fully out. Sometimes it's 2 or 3x and I get 20% out. It just depends on how long I want to hold it. It depends on what type of asset it is. Is it a top 100 crypto that I think has legs? Or is it a meme coin that launched yesterday where I'm trying to flip a quick bag and reinvest and reallocate that money somewhere else in a less riskier asset? But yes, as more people are joining us, welcome in. XRP is pumping. Bitcoin is dumping a little bit. Meme coins are still strong. We're going to take a look at meme coins here. This is where you come for your crypto news, your crypto information, your crypto alpha, and just a place to hang out. We're here every single Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. If you guys are brand new here, if you're watching on YouTube or X, welcome in. We appreciate you guys very, very much. And if you're watching us over on X and you haven't subscribed or at least followed us on X, maybe you want to subscribe too, definitely do so. But definitely retweet this over here like that, like I just did, to share this out there. So that will definitely help us out. And it's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful time to be in crypto. So many opportunities. What's this here? Breaking. Solana is no longer defined as a security by the SEC. July 29th, the SEC moves to amend complaint against Binance, seeking to no longer prove tokens such as Solana are securities. The SEC informed defendants that it intends to seek to amend its complaint, including with respect to the third-party crypto asset securities as defined in the SEC's omnibus opposition to defendants' motion to dismiss. Number 172, abbreviating the need for the court to issue a ruling as to sufficiency of the allegation. Okay, blah, 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 blah. ADA, Sol, Matic, Sand, File, Mana are no longer securities according to the SEC at this moment in time. That's actually big news. That's actually big news. We're going to go ahead and tweet that out, actually. going to go ahead and send this. One thing is certain, Bitcoin is no fall guy, so it will fail. China still holds control. Bridges will be completed and ships will sink. Paper chasers in the house. Got more Pepe, Kendu, MSI, Sheesh, and Jasmine. EMAC, what's up, baby? I love the holdings. Let's go, baby. Future XRP millionaires. XRP to $10. I could see something like that. $2, a 35K. Oh my gosh. XRP, in my opinion, $3, $10, $11. Hopefully it hits 5, 10, 5. Old tech or not, Bitcoin will be a store of value. I agree. And I think it's the best form of the store of value. I think they've knocked that out of the park. Why try to be something you're not, right? I mean, they're going to try to bring smart contracts and DeFi, and who knows? I mean, you could speculate on that stuff. I'm doing that a little bit with my investment into Stacks. But there were a ton of people interested in Bitcoin ordinals this go around at the Bitcoin conference. So maybe there's going to be something big there. And if that happens, meme coins on Bitcoin are going to be huge. There's already Dog. Under 5, 10. Good morning. 3 to 5, realistic. Honestly, I'm thinking 5 to 7. Good morning, Juan. How we doing? Good morning, 3 to 5 after the settlement. Good morning, super fans. I'm just going to say this right now. If you think XRP isn't going to hit $100, you are mad. This is going to be the biggest coin yet. Listen, bro, I am so pumped for the XRP community because I think we're going to see a pump. I just don't know how big it's going to be. $16, depends on if Trump gets into office. Morning, Zach, 5 or 6 on XRP. 32, 720, happy at 6. Happy at 6, some people are saying. So if we go to the coin perspective, punch in XRP, put a price target of $6. It's an upside of 855%. Not too shabby. Price target at $10. It's a 15x from here. $10 XRP is a 15x from here, just so you guys are aware. That puts the market cap at $559 billion. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. $14 XRP will eventually flip Ethereum and Bitcoin again. Bitcoin is trash. Prove me wrong. Well, I mean, I could sit there and prove you wrong, Brian. I don't think. See, this is, I think, the problem, though. And Brian, I'm not picking on you here, but this is how I feel. Your sentiment here, Brian, I think is an issue. I'm a crypto maxi, not a Bitcoin or Ethereum maxi. There's no reason to hate on all other cryptos and only love one. It's kind of stupid. It's kind of stupid, if you ask me. Right? To me, that's kind of dumb. Like, to me, there's no reason to hate on one crypto or the other, considering how early we are to this market. That's just how I look at this. I feel as if, why hate on something that is so new and that's literally, needs all of us to be on board here to help onboard people? And maybe I'm wrong. I mean, Alvaro, what's going on? Hold on one second, guys. There's somebody here. Hold on one second. Bear with me here, guys. I have that door locked. Yeah. I don't have that. These are on, bro. Oh, no, you can leave those. They're coming. Let's pick up there.
How was Nashville?
Oh, it was awesome. Boca said XRP will go between 5 and 10 this bull run. With a possibility of 20, but that's just me dreaming. Okay, that's fair. As long as you know you're dreaming. If Trump wins in November, easy $10. How about those $10,000 price prediction? Have you seen those videos? They seem like they try to dominate that message over and over. Yeah, and that's where it's just crazy. I mean, you got to do market cap prediction. You got to look at the market cap with these predictions. $5, $10. No problem, doctor. Dr. Crypto Man. All this is just a fight against Trump. Lowest market cap for XRP. Maybe 200 billion by the end of the year. Bitcoin has released free Lightning transactions and was the original. Can't hate on the OG, but it can help others rise as well. I agree. Agree 100%. Absolutely. Trump needs to get into office. Otherwise, you can kiss our country goodbye. XRP was the second or third largest crypto once before. Yeah, it used to be number 2 to Bitcoin. XRP can't be cheap. It can't work. XRP is global also. Yeah, good point. XRP should settle. I think we're going to get a settlement at some point this year. I do think that will happen. What do you think about Bitcoin being $4 trillion market cap by the end of the bull cycle? All right, well, let's see. Bitcoin market cap, 4 trillion, you said? That puts Bitcoin's price at 201,000. Do you think Bitcoin could get to 200K? I think that would be the ultra bull case for sure. I think we're more looking at 120 to 150. Just my personal opinion. And it's just a guess. All crypto is global. XRP is transactional and has one thing going for it, but that one thing is business to business and could go crazy on price. I agree. I do have some turbo, yeah. XRP in Dubai, Japan, mass adoption. It's going to be adopted in other parts of the world, regardless of what happens here in the United States. I've always said that. BRICS, yeah. Turbo is solid. Bitcoin will never be the new gold. With gold back stable coins, Bitcoin will go to zero. Real gold will always rule. Interesting. So why not like Ethereum then? Do you believe in smart contracts? So is Ethereum shit too? Is Bitcoin and Ethereum both shit? I disagree that real gold will always rule. It's not feasible for the digital age. We need a digital representation. And I know we have gold-backed stable coins, but Bitcoin is such a better model because it can be transactional easily if it needs to be. That's the thing. In the United States, maybe it's not as transactional, but in other parts of the world, like El Salvador, where they're using it as legal tender, there are so many reasons why Bitcoin is a better alternative to gold or gold-backed stablecoins. The supply and demand economics around it are way better. So I'm way behind on chat. I've not lost any money in XRP because I've held it and never sold it. There you go. Oh, you smashed the like button on your way in? Nice. Definitely big for Solana. We covered some big Solana news along with some other cryptos, at least at this time, not being deemed securities right now. $500 billion market cap is cakewalk for XRP once its true utility is in play. That's peanuts. Good morning, bro. Got into Landlord last night before it blows up after CBDC tomorrow. Also been loading up my bag on PayPay in the last 3 days. LFG. I like both those plays, Jerry. Just, keep in mind, I'm not over leveraging myself in any of those plays. They're small cap or, they're small holdings compared to my really high conviction plays. Good morning from the Volt Inu community. Keep up the good work, brother. Hawk Tua was in Bitcoin at Bitcoin Nashville. It was hilarious. Did you see her Twitter account? She grew her Twitter account to like 150K in like 3 days. And she literally just was posting videos. I have no idea what I'm doing here at Bitcoin conference. I saw her karate combat in Nashville too. I gave her a little fist pump. Said, nice job. You went viral. That's cool. Hey, Zach, what's your price prediction on XRP? My price prediction somewhere between the $5 to $7 range. That would be my guess. Caspa is a top 5 holding of mine. I own a bunch of Caspa. Not interested, Roberto. Not interested. She's not my type. Let's take a look at some of the small caps, guys. So did you guys see Ducky on Sol? How about this pump? We've been talking about Ducky on Sol since it was about a $2 million market cap. Now it's running like crazy. So I'm not saying go buy. But Ducky on Sol has an interesting narrative. It was mentioned in the Crypto Breakfast Club. It looks really, really strong, actually. So shout out to Ducky on Sol, looking good. Ducky on Sol looking very, very, very good. Anything else look really good? Bohm has been on a nice heater. Yeah, Bohm has been on a nice heater. Nice little comeback there for Bohm. Book of Meme. Sitting at 771 mil. So yeah, nice comeback here. Miggles on base is a good one. I heard about Miggles on base this past weekend. Mr. Miggles, 37 mil. This is the one, right? We'll track it. It's down quite a bit here, but That could be an entry. Let's look at some of our projects that are coming on Shark Tank. Landlord still sitting here, consolidating at 2.7 mil. Landlord's coming on tomorrow to the Shark Tank. So it'll be Landlord, and then Sheesh is also coming on tomorrow. They've pulled back a little bit to 832K. Chart still looks pretty solid, though. Cat Dog on Sol, we've been following that one as well. We missed it. Somebody mentioned it to me while I was in Nashville, and I didn't buy it. Good morning, Zach. Have my iced coffee ready for some good news. What's up, Denise? I just drank mine already. Already had mine this morning. There are a lot of amazing projects launching on base lately. Yeah, and I think that trend's going to continue. How do you buy things on base? You have to bridge over, but they make it really, really easy, Washington. Just do a quick YouTube search, bridge over to base, and just watch the tutorial. Take the time to do it. Help you help yourself, right? It's very easy. It's very intuitive. And just follow directions carefully, and you'll get it in no time. That's how I had to do it, and everybody else too. XRP is pumping in rumors of the August 1st meeting between Ripple and the SEC. Ours is called Shark Tank Wednesday. Hit the like button, Denise says. Yes. We can always name it Whale Tank either. You know, right? Whale Talk or Whale Tank. It doesn't really matter. I don't think they're coming after us, Jacob. I mean, we're kind of small fish. Mob and Bohm looking fire. All right, man. See ya. Just misspell the word 20% and you're golden. Nice. True. Where is PayPay? 117 mil. So it's bouncing back a little bit. Still looking pretty good. But yeah, Ducky's been one that's been on fire. I took a little profits this morning. I woke up to a big old green candle and took a little profits off the table there on Ducky. We got into that one at like 2 or 3 mil. It was up to like 16 mil this morning or something like that. Crazy. Love to see it. And of course, everybody else following suit, taking some profits a little bit here, but still a nice surge here. We'll see if this thing can continue. I'm still leaving a nice sized bag in there. Still got a little bag in there, so hopefully it continues to run up. In terms of altcoins, Book of Meme leading the way along with MOG, couple top meme coins. XRP up there, Ethereum name service, Caspa trying to get back to 20 cents, guys. Caspa's trying to get back to 20 cents. It's close. It's very close. Cas has been on a nice push. Look at that. That's the 1-year chart. There's your alt chart on Caspa. One of the best looking charts in all of crypto. Cody, I'm buying these memes off of Uniswap. Are you familiar with the decentralized exchanges? Margex is a leverage trading platform. If you guys are interested in leverage trading, that's what Margex is there for. Links down below if you guys are interested in that. Morning, Zach. Coffee, crypto, and the like button. You already know, baby. Hoping this bull market heats up soon. Trying to buy a house in Fort Lauderdale. Less taxes. Nice. Oh, good to see ATAI pumping. I remember that one. Yeah, Rick, I think SHIB will have a comeback, man. It's a large cap crypto right now. Massive market cap. And you just need to have patience. I mean, it's not a crypto that's alone here. There are a lot of big cryptos that are really solid that just haven't had their big run. And keep in mind, it went up 100% in March. But you also have to be wary of, if you're looking for the SHIB type gains that you got back in 2021, that's not going to happen. We're not going to go up tens of thousands of percent now that we're a $10 billion market cap. It's just math. It just doesn't work like that. Jazz me, baby. Pepe have room to run? I think so, yes. I think there's 8 to 10x potential on that Pepe chart right now. And I think Brett has even more potential than that, 15 to 20x, and maybe even more. Kendu has 8 to 10x potential, and then once it reaches $1 billion, who knows what could happen. That's my take on Kendu. Florida, good luck on flood insurance. Zach, price range on XRP, taking your first target price. $5 to $7 this bull cycle is kind of my target. Right now, we're sitting just below 63 cents on XRP. And that's why you subscribe to this channel, guys, because I'm giving you guys my raw, honest thoughts. I'm not a moon boy. I'm not saying XRP is going to the freaking moon. It's not going to get to $1,000 tomorrow. I'm just giving you guys my real, honest thoughts. I mean, there's a ton of upside. Yes. Ton of upside. But we have to be realistic here. We cannot bank on XRP going up $1,000 or whatever. And we certainly shouldn't be over leveraging ourselves into one or any crypto, unless that one crypto is probably Bitcoin. And you're a Bitcoin maxi and you've been in it since 2012 or whatever, then okay. You've probably already won big time. But to me, the strategy in today's age is diversification. And you have to be an investor and a trader at the same time. That's what I think. Bitcoin hash rate buy signal flash. It's undefeated 18 times. Big move coming. Love it. VeChain still looks really good from a utility standpoint, and I do think it'll move at some point this cycle when alts get moving. But I think still looks really good long term. XRP ETF, I think it's possible. XRP 10 to $40, depending on all the banks fail, which is soon. SHIB is a long-term play, but also its ecosystem. Bad idea, Canine, Bone, Leash, etc. Yes, and the Treat token that hasn't even been launched yet. If all the banks fail, we have more to worry about than where XRP will end up. Calling double top. Market ends in March to May. Have a plan. How about alien form crypto? Where do you see Solana a year from now? You think 600 is possible? I definitely think 600 is possible. July 2023, the price of XRP doubled in only 1 hour, but the market cap did not double. How would you explain that? XRP is a different kind of coin. Not quite sure what that means. All right, Cody. Banks will crash hard after they are done with destruction through inflation to the people. What's the end goal for crypto? What do you think the infrastructure will get used by the world? Or will it always be the government versus people type of market? No, I don't think so at all. I mean, we're seeing with ETFs being approved that this is going to be a renaissance. And I mentioned this the other day. I believe the golden age of crypto is beginning right now. I truly believe that. I think it's beginning right now. The golden years of crypto is beginning right now because of adoption from institutions, governments, educational company or educational systems. What am I saying? You know what I'm talking about. Everybody, retail investors, CAS. If you guys are interested in XT Algo, this is a trading indicator. My company, links are down below to that. 30-day money back guarantee. One of the best trading indicators in all of crypto. You can easily set up your customized alerts. I walk you through how to use it. For a little over $1 a day, get started. These prices are slashed in half when you use XT at checkout. XT, not in half, but down by 20%. So it's $37 a month, $90 a quarter, $400 a year. When you use XT at checkout, and again, it's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're looking to make the best plays, best moves in crypto, definitely give that a look. But no, I love Caspa, man. Absolutely love Caspa. We are about 15 minutes away, by the way, from starting the Crypto Breakfast Club, guys. Kind of a light news day, but let's highlight some of the news stories here for you. Senator Lummis's Bitcoin reserve plan. The plan, in fact, is much more modest one of having the government acquire 1 million in Bitcoin, or about $64 billion worth. The Fed would not actually be acquiring any. The Treasury alone would acquire them. Part of this purchase would be funded by revaluing the Treasury's gold held in Fort Knox, which at today's market price should be worth $353 billion. That's 60 times the current book value of its gold, which he described as an accounting fiction left over from the old Bretton Woods system several decades ago when the dollar was far more valuable. So just a little tidbit there from the actual plan that was outlined by Cynthia Lummis. BlackRock says no other crypto ETFs in the foreseeable future. Bitcoin and Ethereum will be the only two traded via ETFs in the near future. So probably the rest of this year, I would say. According to BlackRock's senior exchange traded fund executive, speaking with Bloomberg TV, Samara Cohen, BlackRock's chief investment officer for ETF and index investments, said while Bitcoin and Ethereum met the minimum expectations of investment giant for ETFs, no other digital assets come close. Cohen also said above and beyond any technical difficulties in bringing new ETFs to the market, the appetite for other ETFs, particularly Solana, simply wasn't there. We really look at the investability to see what meets criteria, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, others have already filed for a Solana ETF. Solana represents around 3% of the overall value of crypto market with market cap of $82 billion. But nothing like Ethereum's stronghold on the market at 17%. So there is nothing like Bitcoin and Ethereum. I mean, they are in a league of their own right now. Interesting long-term play, Cody, for sure. Arc block. Quant price prediction for the bull run. It's hard to tell. It's really, really hard to tell. I do think it's a little undervalued, but I also think there's going to be some faster horses as well. Just a matter of time for XRP. Dogecoin's undervalued, in my opinion. Big time, because retail isn't back yet. Retail isn't back yet, Guillermo. And when that happens, thoughts on call with knife? I own a little bit, but Chronos is just kind of quiet right now. Eventually, it'll pick back up. And when Chronos and altcoins move, I think we're going to see some of the top altcoins on Chronos move along with it. So have some patience, I would say, with Chronos and Chronos ecosystem plays. So much more exposure. I agree, Boca. I have friends now that never talked about crypto asking me questions. Great point. Great point. And that's good. The fact that it's at the conversational point, right? The fact that it's on the table, at least, is something to talk about, I think is a big step in the right direction. You're 100% right. It's just a matter of time. XRP fans have been saying that for many years. I mean, to their defense, they have been caught in a lawsuit since December of 2020, which has definitely held them back. It's hard to tell with all these ETFs, Jonathan, but I'm kind of looking at make your money by May and go away by 2025, May of 2025. That's kind of my general principle right now. I want to make a lot of my money by 2025 and position myself for the bear market. Well, it's very different. Bitcoin gets a pass because there's no ICO, initial coin offering. There's no governing body. There's no person benefiting. There's no team. There's no developments there's no development team. It's just completely decentralized. Yes, exactly. Sell and then rebuild for the next cycle. Do not round trip bags this go around. I agree 100%. Boca, I'm with you, bro. We made those mistakes in 2021. Not going to do it again. Nobody knows. Nobody knows, Jim. And that's what makes it so intriguing. Love Jasmine. I think there's a ton of upside. We're doing a little Jasmine dance right now, actually. Check out this tweet on screen. At least it was up there on screen. It should be pinned. Is it not pinned? Thought I pinned it. That's right here. Find it. Just scroll down on my page a little bit. We're doing a little something with Jasmine right here. So if you want a chance to get some more Jasmine, make sure you guys smash that tweet out there. Follow me on X, guys, if you haven't already. Links down below. We're 10 minutes away from the Breakfast Club. So we'll be rocking and rolling with that here in 10 minutes. Price prediction for Caspa in 2025. Man, it's tough. I would say $2 to $3 is where I'm looking. And I'd be very happy with that. I got in at 4 cents. So $2 Caspa, I'd be very happy with. What is that, a 50X? H-bar to $2 this bull run. Tough to tell, Todd, but I think H-bar is kind of one to watch for sure. They definitely know. Come on now. Nobody does, Jim. I've never met one person that knows. Caw, go, please. I'm holding. Nice. Thoughts on XRP pump? People speculating on the lawsuit being over, the meeting coming up with the SEC, and we've seen XRP go against the grain here, not once, not twice, but many times before. When Bitcoin sells off, XRP tends to run the opposite direction. In at 9 cents on Cas, nice. Yeah, I bought it 4, 5, 6, and 7 cents, I think. And I acquired a lot recently at around 15 cents and 18 cents in addition to what I had already bought because people were trading it on leverage over on Margex. And I got the kickback on the affiliate. So I was pumped about that. I just stacked more Caspa in my bags. I was like, okay, sweet. I like it, Andy. I like Jasmine too. I know Oscar's got a big position. He showed me that back in when we were down in Texas. But yeah, I've got a pretty strong position too, and I might be looking to add more. I really like it. Probably going to start talking about it more on YouTube too. Guys, if you haven't smashed the like button, subscribe to the channel yet, definitely do so. You don't want to miss out on any content we put out here every single day for you. We are 200 subscribers away on YouTube from 149K. So if you want to help us get there, definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We also have a new partner that I wanted to tell you guys about briefly here. And again, we're about 7 minutes away right now from the Breakfast Club, which is a 2-hour podcast on X talking about the market. So you could stay locked in right here. You won't miss it. But BITUNIX is a new partner of mine, a global crypto derivatives exchange, better liquidity, better trading. And this is a trading platform out of Dubai. Very, very awesome platform that, I had the chance to talk with George from Crypto R Us while I was in Nashville, and he's an affiliate with BITUNIX and really, really like these guys. So I decided to partner up with them as well. So if you guys are interested in checking out BITUNIX, check out the links down below in the description. Sign up today. Get started. They've got some great kickbacks for people who sign up using my link. You'll check out all of those when you sign up and start trading with my link on BITUNIX today. And they've got everything: spot trading, derivatives, leverage. They've got it all. So definitely check it out. Great interface, really great platform. So BITUNIX, links down below, guys. Check it out. Get started today. What is Sheesh on Saul going to be doing on Shark Tank? They're going to be talking about their project. That's what we do on the Shark Tank Wednesdays on the Crypto Breakfast Club. We bring on projects. They talk about it. We ask them hard-hitting questions. Other people get to see if it's something they like. And Land Wolf on Sol, I own some of that, but Landlord on Solana is coming to Shark Tank tomorrow as well. Oh, me too, Shane. I think it's possible, man. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities. Karate Combat, the most recent one was in Nashville. Yeah, the most recent one was just in Nashville. It was pretty cool. It was okay. It was okay. I'm not going to say I loved it. But it was okay. It was fun. We're getting ready for our space, guys. Are you guys ready to rock and roll here? Like the smash button. I love my air conditioning Terrence. Wait, what are you guys talking about? You guys talking about HVAC systems? What's going on here? Is that like a new crypto or something or what? What's happening? What's happening right now? All right, guys. we're going to get started here with the Breakfast Club. We'll be firing it up here in a couple minutes. So we'll be rocking and rolling, going over some meme coins. What's our topic today? Oh, how to really make money in crypto. So yeah, I really want to get into people's strategies, how they're positioning themselves, to win in the space here over the next 6 to 8 months. So can't wait actually to just open the forum up and have good conversations about this. Should be a good one today. Should be a good one. So make sure you guys retweet this tweet for me too. Spread the word about the space and stay locked in right here. Obviously, if you just want to listen in on our live stream on X or live stream on YouTube, but you can also, take part in the conversation by hopping on, the actual space. It's pinned up on my profile right now. Yeah, we covered that yesterday. So it looks like they're not really selling it right now. They sent it to a private wallet. Interesting. Yeah, for sure. I like some of these L2s. Arbitrum, Optimism. ARB has been the big one. ENS has been very volatile. That's a good one to trade as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the Crypto Breakfast Club. Another phenomenal opening live stream here this morning. Not a ton of news going on, so kind of a flat day, but still always stuff to talk about. I'm glad we had time just to kind of take your questions and interact with you guys. But we know the conversations will be flowing here on the Breakfast Club. So let's go. Let's get it rocking and rolling here. Let's start it up. And don't go anywhere. Smash the like button. And we'll be right here rocking with you for the next 2 hours on the Breakfast Club. Let's start it up. All right, so the space is started, but nobody's here. We're here, guys. I'm trying to get this thing all situated here. All right, it doesn't say it's online. We're going to start another one. Oh, this is always brutal. This is the only thing with spaces, man. All right, we're starting it now. Can you guys not see this? Oh my gosh, what's going on here? It's not letting me start a space. Ah. All right, guys, we're getting one. We're getting one up. We're getting one up. We're getting one up here and running. We're going to get one up and running here very, very soon. Zach's working on it here. So while we have you all here, bear with us here. We'll be looking for Zach's space. No, Boca, this has been happening, man. It's like a glitch. It's like it won't let me. It's I don't know. It won't let me share it. Oftentimes, it's weird. I don't get it at all. Doesn't make much sense. Yeah, we're getting one set up here, guys. I mean, does it say that you're banned, though? I'm not getting any message at all. It lets me start it, but nobody's coming on. It won't let me share it or anything. It lets me set a space up, though. And honestly, we haven't been hard shilling anything. Shark Tank Wednesdays tomorrow, where we dedicate that, that day for it. All right, so apparently it's up. I'm trying to find it now. Yeah, it's letting me set them up. I had it sitting on my profile for almost 24 hours. This has happened now twice. It's very weird. But we're here, guys. So Zach has the space up and running here. Let me retweet it. And make sure you guys all get on this space, okay? It'll be right here if you don't want to leave. But if you want to be on the space and contribute to the conversation. Hey, Zach.
Hey, sorry. Let me mute for a second.
Just trying to push everybody over to it. I'm going to retweet it right now.
Okay, awesome. I jumped off of your live real quick. Now that I got to go, it's hard to coordinate everything. But
yeah, dude,
it was even funky setting it up on the iMac now. Like, you can't really do the topic. It's weird. Strange. So I have to change the title as we do this space. But maybe that was the update yesterday because everyone got kicked off of X Spaces at a certain point. I was on at that whole point, and everyone was getting pissed off. Big Guy Soul Saver and Jake, they all pissed off. But it might have been an update. So I think it's just a little bit different now setting up these spaces, at least on the iMac. I didn't do it on my iPhone yet. But that's where we're at now. Sucks you can't, do it. But hopefully you can live stream this and we can get the show going. Pate, I'm going to send you co-host. I think I sent you co-host too, Zach.
Gotcha. Yeah, dude, it was really weird. This is the second time it's happened. It lets me, obviously create the space, and then I started the space, and I'm just sitting there by myself, and I couldn't. There's no share button. It's so weird because Boca, one of my moderators, was like, "Hey, if you shill too much, they won't let you do spaces, or you'll temporarily be banned." And I don't think that's it because I'm able to post it and start it. I wonder if it's something where I have it linked up there for so long that something weird happens. I don't know. It's weird. That's the second time that's happened.
Yeah, that's strange. But anyone that wants to come up as a speaker, just request it. It's a weird setting. I think it wants me to invite you, but see if you can request the mic and I can bring you up. It might have been an update, so just getting used to this.
Zach, what I wanted to get into today, just so everybody knows, is I want to just have like a big roundtable conversation about people's strategies like, more generally, but also like specific to kind of this bull run, given kind of what we know about, what we've already seen happen with ETFs and different narratives and basically like how people are planning on making money and just kind of, I think we could talk about that for more than 2 hours. I figured that would just be a good one today and just have a bunch of different people jump up here. Don't be afraid. What's your strategy? What's your plan? If you're willing to share. And I think a lot of people can glean from it.
Yep. No, I agree. Yeah, that's great. So anyone that wants to request the mic, do that. Come up. Let's talk. Let's have a round table. But yeah, the overall market
check. 1, 2, check.
What's up, Paid? Can you hear me? Or you
doing a quick? Yeah, I can hear you. I'm doing a quick mic check. Check. I'm rugging.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
You sound good though.
Yet is the key word. Oh, I do? Okay, good.
You too, a cheap boy.
Hey, Zach, you see Ducky on Sol?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. I know. It's crazy.
I woke up today, it was at 16 mil. So I took a little profits.
There you go. That's the way to do it. I mean, I honestly, yesterday, early this morning, I actually got out of some positions and moved it to USDC. So I pegged it to the dollar. I'm waiting for it to dip a little bit, and then I'll get into more positions. So I'm slowly doing that. Not a lot of money, but enough to, because I know things are, they follow Bitcoin. Things are moving downtrend right now. It's definitely a fake out. Scared me was the whole U.S. government moving the Bitcoin. So I'm like, what? I might as well just put this to a stable real quick, wait for it to dip a little bit, and then I'll watch it for a couple days, and then I'll get back into those positions because it doesn't hurt. 1 or 2 days is not going to break the bank for you, but if you can peg it to the dollar, you just get more bang for your buck, and that's how the big boys do it. Yep. So that's kind of my strategy now.
On that point, to my knowledge, they haven't sold, right? They just moved it to a private wallet.
Correct.
Okay. So no Bitcoin has been sold yet of that 2 billion move from Mt. Gox. But I don't know. I don't know what kind of strategic move that is at all. But even if they sold it all, I was looking at like the total volume yesterday, just daily volume yesterday on Bitcoin. It really doesn't matter. It's like a drop in the bucket.
I agree. Yeah, it's nothing. I mean, so much. Look at the liquidity in Bitcoin. I mean, like, there's so much money.
Yeah.
It makes a dent, but, if you can still make those strategic plays like I did, moving it to the, US dollar, peg it, you can get into a better position. You might, from that point, be able to want extra money than the position you were sitting in if you follow charts and you see where it's going. I mean, it's not dramatic, but if you can move it on the way down a little bit without shorting, you can make some money. I mean, because we know it's going to go back up eventually. We haven't even hit, political season yet. So those are some of my plays. Like if I don't find meme coins, that's what I do. That's the other half of what I do.
So Boca G, one of my admins on YouTube, and he's an admin in my Discord. He's been with me since day one. Shout out to Boca. I've had a chance to meet him too in person a couple times. He's chiming in on the live stream saying he's thinking that move to the private wallet was the U.S. administration taking to heart the need for a strategic reserve of Bitcoin. Interesting perspective.
Yeah, I agree with that. But, for me, it was a 50-50 shot. It's either that or they're going to, move it to exchange. So I just made that play to just move it to the USDC. But I agree. I mean, if after Trump said that would be a smart play, whether they do it or not, to move it to a private wallet and hopefully what do you call it? Cold wallet. That would be ideal, and let it just sit there for a while. I think that the U.S. is on the right path as long as they fulfill what they're talking about. I mean, which politicians are crazy, but the fact that they're talking about it is so bullish to me. Even though the market's going down, that is the turn of events, moving forward. And we're also early. That being here is the key, and coming into these spaces and listening to everyone, their opinions and where the market is going, and just kind of following. Get your own plan together. Your plan is probably not my plan, but doesn't mean we can't all speak on a round table and talk about your strategic plan. So I would like to hear from other people.
Now, Zach, when you say
and don't forget also that Russia is heavily competing right now with Bitcoin. I don't know if you saw news today, Zach. Russia is thinking about using Bitcoin as a global currency in Russia. Yeah,
I saw that. That's smart. Of course. I mean, that's one thing about crypto. It's not just the U.S. It's worldwide. Like, people don't comprehend that really. So it's just extremely bullish, if you ask me. I mean, we're all here for the long haul. Yeah, you might catch your 1,000x and dip out and never come back. But I guarantee most people don't know how to save money. They know how to make it, but they don't know how to save it. And they'll be back in 5 years at a higher price. So just be strategic.
Now, Zach, when you said you sold some of your holdings, did you sell them at a loss? Did you take profits?
Yep, I took profits.
Gotcha.
So I bought, I swapped the, I think I called it, you might have been at Bitcoin Nashville, but I bought a decent amount of Bitcoin before that. I swapped SOL for it because, it was taking a little bit. Then it went up. And then yesterday I swapped that for USDC. And now I see, the price is going down. I'll probably let it go down a little bit more and then buy back in. So to me, it's not a big hit. It's only a day or so. I'm not losing a huge position. I'm actually gaining a position. Even that's, 0.5%, in the bull run, that is still more money made. I'm not greedy. I look at small percentages equal up to big percentages. So doing that strategically and all the time just puts you in a better play for the bull run. And that's the way I look at it.
Yeah, for sure. XRP is actually up a little bit today. It's going against the grain. There's some rumors that the SEC has a meeting. They have a meeting on August 1st. We'll see kind of what comes out of that. That's going against the grain a little bit right now. Two top meme coins, both in the top 100. Book of Meme has had a nice little run here the last few days. It's up 31%, back up to 770 mil market cap. I got a little position there. When it had that initial pump getting listed on Binance, I waited for the dump from Binance, and I bought some at like 400 mil, I think. So I'm like doubled up on that position. I like that. Mog coin, also Mog, ranked number 95. It's the top gainer right now. And then other than that, man, it's pretty flat, pretty boring out there here today. Not a ton of big news, but that's why I want to kind of talk strategy a little bit and just kind of talk more about these next 6 to 8 months. And, when are you going to make your money and go away? What type of assets are you looking to trade? What type of assets are you looking to long-term invest in? One of my long-term plays looks really, really good right now.
Yeah.
And that's Caspa. Holy shit. That's the best looking chart in all of crypto, Zach.
Where's Mark? He's probably freaking out down there.
I'm telling you, bro.
Caspa.
You're there. I see him.
Look at the
I
alt
see
chart.
him.
Go to the alt chart on Caspa. Go to the alt chart on Caspa and tell me there's a better looking chart that's in the top 100. There isn't.
Right. Is Zach rugging or is it me? Thumbs up if he's rugging or if it's...
I thought it was me, but Zach, I do think you're rugging a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Is it better now?
But yeah, let's check out that chart. Oh yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
at the moment.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I I thought it was me, so I literally put the router right next to me, and my phone is on top of the router. Like,
I think I was just too far away from the mic. But yeah, man, Caspa, fucking bullish. All right, so let's get into some of these other meme coins and just some of our strategies, guys. Let's see here.
well, Zach, you missed a lot yesterday when you were gone for a little bit.
Yeah,
we
you
were
guys
talking
were
about
talking
buying
about-
houses in Japan and
Yeah.
me opening.
All kinds of crazy stuff.
Man, that shit got derailed.
That's-
I left for a little bit. That thing was.
So what happens when you?
Well, we were talking about what we're doing with our profits next, at the end of this cycle. And I said one of my dreams was to open a Japanese tea house in Japan somewhere.
Interesting. And hire Crypto G as your barista?
No, not hiring. No, dude, what? No, I love Crypto G, but no.
Am I recognized as everybody else?
You see, you missed the whole damn
You're right.
conversation, Zach. You missed it all. Oh, I'm rugging out. Jesus Christ, I fucking hate this thing.
Am I rugging too? Can you all hear us?
I can hear you now clearly, actually.
Oh,
This is such a shit show. Such a shit show.
It is a shit show, but I do want to give a shout out to Being Based last night. They held a great space with Bitcoin on Base and Women on Base. Excellent space. Check out Women on Base. They're doing something epic. Down the line, they hopefully have a token coming. So they are the movement, the women movement in crypto. So just want to give them a big shout out. If you can hear me. If not, put me off.
No, we can hear you.
I
Can you hear
missed that.
me?
I missed that though. I missed that tidbit.
Loud and clear.
All right, let's raise our hand so we're not talking over everyone. Who's got their hand up? Crypto. Where are you here? The crypto sleuth or sloth, whatever. I can't read today.
Wait, I think Crypto G was speaking. Crypto G, hello.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
Phenomenal. Yourself?
Zach,
Great.
you sounded so unenthusiastic. Phenomenal.
Oh. I'm a pretty funny guy here. Yeah, so what do you got?
Well, no, you said something about a women movement, and that was it. That's all I heard.
Oh, yeah. Well, Women on Base. Being Based. They have an on-chain summit coming up. Yeah, they're just a great movement promoting women in Web3 and crypto, onboarding females into the space. And I back them 100%. We need more women in the space. More women equals more money spent. That's my personal opinion because that's what my wife likes to do, spend money. Love her for it. She's probably down here going to kill me. But
yeah. I mean, goddamn, Zach, your wife is in the listeners.
We need to put like crypto ATMs in every TJ Maxx in the country. That shit will sell like wild.
I agree.
That
Dude,
is
that's
actually
a good
genius.
idea.
Even better than that.
That's a
Home
good
goods.
Did you guys hear that? I met
Harvey.
Zach. I couldn't say his name for a second. I met Zach.
Zyke, you met Zyke. Yeah, we heard you met Zyke the other day. That's cool. Yeah, he was actually bragging about it. He was like, yo, hey, you know who I met? Guess who I met? He was like, brag. I was like, bro, who did you meet? He's like, you know, your wife. I was like, what? I was like, which one? He was like, I met Crypto G. I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
And how was your experience with that?
It was good. He's actually really nice and sweet. I think.
Talk any crypto?
Yeah, of course. We got into blue chips actually, and surprisingly had a good conversation. That wasn't all about meme coins, because that's where I typically steer his meme coins on crypto Twitter, but I do hold a good amount of blue chip coins as well. And we went over that.
So what's your strategic play during the bull run? How are you going to maximize your profits? What are you going to do after you make tons of money?
Reinvest it back into when the bull market comes into play. So profits, obviously, double up from there.
Awesome.
Well, here's my suggestion to everyone. A lot of people here don't know me. I was a Bitcoin miner back in 2009, 2010. I have made a shit ton of money on Bitcoin. And one of the things I've always told people, and I have people come to me to this day still saying back in 2015, I was like, listen, if you don't have a lot of money, that's fine. Just throw in $25 a week, $50 a week, whatever you can afford, throw some money into it. Now, could you imagine if you would have taken that advice in 2015, you've been putting $25 a week in this whole entire time, how much money you'd have right now? And Bitcoin is still at a perfect place because we're not stopping at 70,000. You know, we're looking at probably millions here the next 20 years. So if you're putting in whatever you can afford right now, you're gonna do really well for yourself. And when it comes to meme coins, if you're a big degen and just want to try to hit those 1,000Xs, that's fine. But just always diversify. And when you do start making money like I did, I ended up buying into real estate. So now I have a big real estate portfolio. I have 2 apartment buildings that both have 45 units apiece. I make more money on that than I do anything. I don't even look at my Bitcoin anymore, really. It's sitting on a ledger. They're in safes that I don't even pay attention to anymore. So Bitcoin is still young, and you can still make a lot of money on it. So if you're able to invest in it, that you should, and play with the meme coins. I love playing with meme coins. That's what I do. And for this bull run for myself, I look for those projects that have value. What are they doing? What's their community like? Do they have a great community? Because all meme coins, if they don't have a community, they're not doing nothing. So you got to have that community. So when you're looking for those meme coins, look for those communities. Look for those ones that are really excited about it. They're putting their money into it. They're not dipping out real quick, which people are going to. You can't escape that. People are going to get 2x or an off. But invest and join those communities and really push for them, because that's how those communities grow. So that's my 2 cents.
I agree with you. Community is everything. Without community, you don't have anyone buying anything. Let's be realistic. You could have the best utility in the world, but if there's no one to sell it to or use it, then you're kind of shit out of luck. But great community too is the Sheesh and Landlord community. I've been watching that. Charts are looking pretty bullish, in my opinion, as a trader. So I'm about to ape into some of that. Not financial advice, but I'm looking into that. I'm excited.
Yeah, they got
on Shark Tank Wednesday. Go for it, Paid.
no. I was just saying they got good volume.
That's it. You got more than that.
No. I was just agreeing with what you're saying. I was adding a little cherry on top. That's it, baby. Come on now. Come on. Yeah, I mean, do you want a soliloquy? Like, what the fuck? Like, I can't. I gave you a little bit. Goddamn. See, some people. Here's the thing, Rome. Some people are just not satisfied with anything ever, and you know what? This is how they get wrecked. Because I want the 1,000x, but they could have just taken the 10x and been happy. No. I want the 1,000x, and then it goes to 0. That's what's going to happen to 90% of the people who don't make the right moves. That's all I'm going to say about that. But I will also say is that Zach, yesterday we were talking about the Japanese tea house thing with my profits, and you know what? I'm launching a new token. It's called Black Man Tea House. All right, it's coming out on Solana. It's coming out.
Let me guess, 12% going to LP, the rest going to your tea house.
No. I'll do 50%. I'll do 60% to LP. I don't care. I'm not greedy.
I know. I'm just messing with you with the pumped up fun stuff. You can put literally nothing in and take everyone's money. So that's why I'm laughing. But I see we have Jason with his hands up. What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on, guys? Happy Tuesday. So I haven't been online for about a week or so, so I have no idea what's been going on with the markets or anything. And I'm like trying to play catch up with all the news and stuff over the past week because I know there's been a ton of stuff and the charts are going up and down. But I just wanted to speak a little bit like what to do. This bull run is coming, right? So last time, I kind of got liquidated out just prior to kind of taking off. So like right now, I feel like it's kind of in that stage where it's like, we're going to simmer this summer and then start popping off towards the end of next month, maybe, I think. So I'm going to use that time over the next few weeks to just kind of accumulate. And the way I do is a little different. Like crypto.com in Canada is one of our main exchange platforms that we have the ability to onboard and offboard. So I tend to use that more. And then what I do is I actually look for new protocols or things that are listing on there. And I'll just like buy $100 of it and like leave it, right? And now obviously they're listing a lot more tokens and things, but I'll also check out like if there's things on the top gainers, I'll throw like $20 at it. Like if it's like pumping, and just slowly accumulate all these different altcoins. I don't really hold any Bitcoin. I kind of more focus on all these other kind of altcoins and things like that. But I just wanted to share a little bit of my strategy.
Let's go. My one question for you is how can you be a project owner and leave for a week? How did that?
Oh, thank God I have a team, man, that like can hold it down. It was like out of my control. So, those guys all stepped up and kind of like filled the voids where it needed to be. But yeah, it's not a simple thing. To be honest, I would be away for another week if I could, but they need me, so.
Right. Nice. Oh, we got being based up here. So what's going on? Yeah, great space last night. You want to speak about that a little bit?
Hey, Zach, appreciate you. Thanks for having me on. It was amazing to even have you on there yesterday, definitely in terms of what we are doing. We aren't part of Women Base, but Women on Base, but we've taken them on as collaborators because we love what they do. So just a little bit about being based, because I didn't really mention that last night, right? So being based is a platform for everything on the Base network. And that's what we are doing. So in terms of everything that's going on, whether that's news, announcements, projects launching, NFTs, just in terms of collaborations, if you're looking to, network, whatever it may be in terms of on the Base network, that's what we are doing, because Base is early, kind of educate people as well. And one of the initiatives that we really enjoyed, and as we are starting off and about to launch our platform,
Hello? Hello?
Hi, Zach. This is Andrea calling from Dr. Costello's office. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. Just calling to confirm your dental appointment with us tomorrow at 2:20.
Yes, I'll be there. And then, you know what? I was going to call today too. So I wanted to let doctor know tomorrow. So I recently got put on an antibiotic. I think it's like pain from my wisdom teeth, which I know I have to get them out here. We were planning on doing that after I got this all sorted. So I just want to let him know that. I don't know if there was something that he needed to know before doing this, if I'm on an antibiotic, if that matters, and if he can maybe take a look at the x-ray, maybe do an x-ray while I'm there tomorrow.
Sure.
Just to kind of see.
Yeah.
So I've been on an antibiotic and just taking ibuprofen. It's getting a little bit better, but I think I'm getting pain from back. That's what it feels like, at least. So.
Okay. All right. I will make a note of that and then let them know.
All right. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow.
All right. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
movement, and I back them 100% quietly. And I'll help make sure they succeed, because if they can execute this properly, it will be a huge movement. And I love the fact that your platform is everyone on base. You're not just a project coming up to show. You're supporting all projects. That's why another reason I brought you up, because this isn't really a shell space. We have that, Wednesday. So epic stuff going on. I see Jason's got his hand up. I don't know if other people got their hand up. Let's see if we got him back up here. Zach, you back up here?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was getting a phone call. Had to. It was actually kind of hilarious. I forgot I was live on X and YouTube. So, dude, I just took a phone call. Dude, I still got to get used to this. I'm going to screw up. I'm going to do something hilarious one of these days. I'm going to say something super inappropriate on a phone call. I forgot I was actually live. I'm like, oh, nobody can hear me now. And there's 1,000 people listening, talking to my secretary from my dentist place. They're like, you're live, bro. What the hell are you doing? Yeah, hilarious. I did it the other day too. I forgot to shut down the live, and my grandpa walked in, and he's just like, hey, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, I look over, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. I'm like, this thing's still fucking on. Yeah, it was pretty hilarious. But yeah,
Does
just
Max
bouncing back in. But what's up?
Does Max have his hand up?
Yeah,
I
it looked
can't
like it. Go ahead, Max. I want to jump into and talk about some of the mistakes I made in 2021 and kind of what I'm doing a little different this go around too. Max, go ahead, man.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely try and learn from your mistakes. Like you're saying, Zach, that's number one. That's, that's part of living life and moving forward and, just becoming better. Right. And, so many people, they'll learn the same mistake over and over and over again. It's almost comical, but it's sad at the same time. But, one of the projects that I've been watching, I mean, like, there's always opportunity in the market. Like, no matter what's going on, like, there's always something, right? So, the other day I posted about, it's called Black Card Coin. I did a deep dive analysis on it or whatever. It jumped up. It started moving yesterday, but it's up about 80% right now. There's always opportunity. And so much stuff out of the meme sector as well. I mentioned a few times, but don't like, I love my memes. Don't get me wrong. I'm extra heavy on my memes, but there's a lot of players out there that have amazing potential, especially now that there's institutional money getting involved. Right. In my opinion, there's a reason why they're getting involved at this point in the game, because there's, real world assets and things like this that are potentially going to change the game. So, I'll leave it at that. And good morning, everybody, and join the conversations. I'm still so jealous, dude, of you getting to go to BTC Nashville, man. That must have been something else. It's just an amazing show. Just online, but I could imagine what that would have been like in real life and all the stuff behind the scenes. If you guys haven't been to a conference before, a crypto conference, I strongly suggest getting out there and mingling with the community. It's definitely something to experience.
No, 100%, man. Energy was sky high there, and definitely the biggest turnout I've seen at a Bitcoin conference. That was my third one. Yeah, my third one since they started that not too long ago, actually. But yeah, pumped for ETH Toronto coming up next month. Shib's going to have a big presence there. It's kind of more in my wheelhouse a little bit, right? Because like you get a bunch of startups, a lot of people building on Ethereum. Hell, even last year, Avalanche was there. They had a full booth. There were some other top layer ones there, like Ethereum competitors, some L2s. It's just a great conference. It's much more intimate. It's like 7,500 to 8,000 people, give or take. Toronto's a great city in the summer. You know, that was kind of the birth of Ethereum, you know, in Canada there. So that's going to be a blast. So if you guys are looking to get out there, that's the Blockchain Futurist Conference. If you guys are looking to get out there, you can get 25% off your ticket just by using Zach25, ZACH25 at checkout. That'll get you 25% off your ticket. I'm an official media sponsor with them. We've got a little table we're going to have set up. My friend and I, Tom, in the space, we're going to be right center stage, be doing interviews with people throughout the week. It's going to be awesome. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And we'll probably be live at some points right there from the conference. It's going to be pretty epic. So be on the lookout for that. And then also in September, we got Token 2049. I believe it's the 18th and 19th. I went to Token 2049 in Dubai, another great conference. I'm looking to go out to Singapore this year as well. And so that's another great series. They do 2 of those a year. Usually it's in Dubai and Singapore. Again, a little bit of everything there across the board. But yeah, I mean, Nashville was awesome, man. Great venue. Next year, Vegas, I mean, at the Venetian. Oh shit. I mean, that's going to be insane. But I do want to get into, I'll let Jason jump in here. I want to get into kind of strategy and stuff, just, you know, here in a few, but Jason, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I was just going to mention, if you're going to that conference in Toronto, you can bring your bathing suit. The VIP area is surrounded by a huge pool bar, so you don't have to dress up. You can put on your Speedos.
Oh, bro, I know that venue's epic, man. What's that nightclub called? I was there last year.
I think it's a Cabana right Pool Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Rebel Nightclub and Cabana Pool Bar, I think, yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be, there was a bunch of yachts last year, you know, crypto degens acting a fool, ugly dudes with hot girls. We all know how that goes. So, yeah.
What do you mean we all know? Like, speak for yourself, Zach.
Yeah, I've never been to that. Like, BTC Nashville was my first go around, so please elaborate.
On Toronto?
On the ugly dudes with the hot girls.
Oh,
no,
you know, it's just
Toronto.
They got money.
No, it's awesome, G, because it's like, I mean, you saw how Bitcoin is, right? It's like massive. A lot of people are just kind of, you know, it's almost like what, 40-50% of people in Bitcoin mining, you know, which is awesome. It's cool. I learned a little bit about it, but it's not necessarily like in our wheelhouse. Like ETH, it's all based on altcoins. So, I mean, there's a ton of little startups, whether, you know, they might be a little techie, but then there's meme coins, there's everything. And so it was just, for me, I think it was a better networking opportunity than Bitcoin Nashville. Bitcoin Nashville is kind of like, hey, it's like the granddaddy of them all. You just kind of be there. And you still get to meet people. But this one's definitely more kind of geared toward us as people in the altcoin, meme coin space. So definitely a good one. I think this is going to be their 4th or 5th one in a row. Charles Hoskinson was the main speaker last year, too. So, I mean, they still get big guests. I mean, it's still legit. Crypto Sleuth, go ahead, man.
I figured I'd go over back to strategy real quick, too. For a lot of the people here, I don't know how many people here actually, this is going to be their first bull run. But if it is, I just want to give you a little wisdom that I've gotten over the years. One of the things is when you're looking at, if you're doing research on these meme coins, and let's say, for example, you see something on Pink Cell, you run over the Pink Cell, you see something and you're excited about it, you think it's gonna be something good. Don't buy into it. Wait. If you go and do research and you go look at the last 2 weeks of every meme coin out there that's been launched, you're going to see that every single one of them, maybe let's say 1 out of 100 doesn't do this, but 99% of them take a huge dip at the start. That's where you buy in. And if it's something that you really believe in. So, because what ends up happening is you start buying in at the all-time high, and then you're just waiting for it to go back up. You're waiting for your money just to get your money back. And that's just a bad play. So if you want to get into something, you might get lucky doing that. You might, but chances are you're not. So if it's something that you like and you're looking at it, wait till that dip happens. When that dip happens and you still see the community is really excited about it, that's where you put your money in, and that's where you're going to make money. So just my 2 cents.
Yeah, for sure, dude. It's very, very difficult, when you're buying the top of a meme coin. I mean, every once in a while, you feel like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have bought the top. It keeps going up, but more often than not, you get wrecked. I've had to learn that the hard way too. It's tough, but you just got to let it fly by and know that there's going to be other opportunities coming. I'll say this too about 2021 and this go around for me. Sleuth, it sounds like you've got a ton of experience. I came in late 2020, knowing nothing, just trying to make it as an entrepreneur, had a bunch of failed small businesses and started to invest a little bit more and learn about crypto, and then created the YouTube channel in 2021. And I did okay. I did pretty good, but I could have done a lot better. And I didn't have a plan. Like I didn't have any strategy. I just kind of was doing it willy-nilly and just flying by the seat of my pants. And I feel like you kind of need that a little bit early, because you learn that way. You don't learn from winning, you learn from losing, and that's just a fact, whether it's life or crypto or whatever, you learn from failure. And so you got to get punched in the face a few times and see what it feels like, and learn not to get punched in the face anymore. And I think for me, it's like having a strategic plan with everything I get into. I don't care if it's a meme coin that I'm in and out of, in an hour, or if it's, a large cap, altcoin that I'm going to be in for the rest of the bull run or 2 cycles or whatever. But now everything that I'm in has its own document, a strategic plan for profit taking. And then also, once I take those profits, what am I going to do with them? It's one thing to take profits, but why are you taking profits? What are you going to do? It's a lot easier to take profits when you already know where you're going to put that money. It's a lot easier to take profits when you know, okay, I'm going to take the $5,000 out of that crypto and put it back into real estate, or put it back into my business, or put it back into Bitcoin, or whatever it is. Without that, you're just kind of, again, flying through the wind. And one day you might be in the mood to take profits. The next day you might be like, you know what? I'll give it another 24 hours. And then, you guys know what happens. You get wrecked, so you got to take the guessing game out of it. Take as much emotion out of this game that we're playing, out of it. And I think the only way you do that is create a plan, and not just any plan, like a strategic plan, not just, I'll take profits when it hits, 100 billion or whatever. Yeah. Okay. No, I mean like legitimate. And usually it's a dollar cost average approach out. We talk about DCAing into assets, but we don't talk a lot about DCAing out. And for me, that's my big plan. I mean, and in particular, like with Solana and their meme coins, right? My overall goal is to maybe hold a couple of the blue chip Solana meme coins a little bit longer throughout the cycle. But these other ones that are short-term flips and swing trades until they become massive and legitimate projects, I'm turning that right back into Solana and building a really good Solana position for the bull run. Same thing can be said for Ethereum. And then, Bitcoin and Ethereum in general, it's the backbone of my portfolio. I buy a little bit of Bitcoin. I've been doing that every day since April 2022. And having that backbone allows you to go degen the right way, I would say. To me, that's degenning the right way. It's like the responsible way to degen. It's because I've already got some bread over here that I'm not worried about. So that's just kind of, to get the ball rolling a little bit on strategy and stuff. But I don't know who else wants to jump in.
Yeah, I agree with you. We'll go to Shelby after, but I take my profits from meme coins and put it right back into Ethereum and Bitcoin 100%. Because those swings, even if they go down, they don't move as dramatic as like a very low market cap project. Those degen plays are, you do have to sit at your computer. You can wake up one day and they either rug it or launch it on another chain. You got to send your tokens. There's so much that goes that gets involved with that. So hitting that, 50 to 100x comes with a price. The price is no sleep. That's what it comes with. So realistically, I move that stuff back to, blue chip stuff, the top 5 coins. So that I agree with you, Zach, 100%. Paid's laughing at me, but we'll go to Shelby next. You got it.
No, I'm only laughing because you said you just don't sleep at night. And if you've already been through a cycle, you're dead inside anyway, so you do sleep.
Yeah. No, but when you're when you put money into these, those low market cap stuff, like I like to catch those, 10Xs. I won't sleep for a couple of days. I mean, I'll sleep, but I'll wake up at 2 a.m., check my phone, make sure, the guy didn't move to fucking Mexico or something, and stuff like that, or some random shit. Luckily, I check contracts and stuff, so I do some strategic stuff before I get into a play to at least minimize my, losses at any moment. But at the flip of a coin, you can lose money pretty fast. So yes, we talk about those 10, 100 X's, but it does come with a price. And sometimes Shelby wants to kill me, but I'm like, look, I just put this and now we can go do something. Take a day off. She's laughing, but we'll get over to you, Shelby. What do you got?
Hey, yeah, no, thank you so much. I just want to reiterate, thank you for the space last night being based. And I just want to thank Crypto Breakfast Club as well for giving women a platform and letting us speak freely here on the panel. But I just want to mention a couple things. We were talking about conferences. Obviously, we have the On-Chain Summit coming up. Women on Base will be speaking a 90-minute roundtable there. And we're looking for you guys to make a short video and send it to us. We want to use it in our marketing and on the LED screens behind us. We have a plan. So if you are interested in telling your story in crypto, reach out to me. Or you can DM Women on Base. That's at Women on Base. You can find our X page and you can get the specific questions that we're asking, and you can just send us a short video and we'll compile it together into like a commercial almost. But last night I was in a space, and this is going to sound very familiar to Bargoshi and Clifford and Zach, but I came to the realization through Crypto Queen that the majority of women hold NFTs. So I want to have a conversation with you, Zach. How would you suggest people that maybe not have a lot of skin in the game, we're going into a bull run, maybe they hold a lot of NFTs, like what would your suggestion be? What would your first play be? What would you buy to get into, a good position and potentially make some good money?
Which Zach are you talking about? Me or Humphries?
Sorry. Zach from Subway or Humphries, paid anyone on any host or co-host. Sorry.
I'll tell you my personal opinion. People might hate me for this, but I would say sell the NFT and put it more into like Ethereum stuff, because during the bull run, that's your best bet. Gas fees go high, but I'm just not a big NFT guy unless they have utility, like rewards, kind of like what I do with Coyote. Unless you're getting something out of it, it's hard to sell it like a coin. You have, and someone has to buy it. Do you know what I mean? At least with the sell it. And you can do it in a split second. NFTs you have to wait. So, I was building something to change that, but obviously my idea got stolen and it didn't execute it quite the way I want. But I may do that in the future. Shelby's laughing. But that would be my first thing: is get rid of the NFTs and just put it in, tokens where you can sell or blue chips. You know what I mean? When things are moving fast, you just really sit and wait. I mean, hopefully that answered your question. But we'll go to the other Zach.
Yeah, I'm with you. Zach. I'm not huge on NFTs yet. I just don't think we're there yet. And I think there's been a lot of interesting plays, obviously, with the PFP stuff and all of that. Now, I do own NFTs in WagMe. That's a game. That's where I see value right now. Like, okay, in-game NFTs. Even if I'm not playing the game, I'm no longer a gamer. I used to be, though. I can see the value. I can see that, okay, I know and understand Fortnite, that people are paying to level up and there's various skins and all this stuff, right? Okay, that to me makes sense. make them tradable assets on the blockchain. And if that game blows up, these NFTs are going to gain value. Got it. Makes sense. But otherwise, like the whole private club stuff, it's interesting. I think there's something there. But I'm really waiting for more from NFTs to really go into them fully. And it's not a space I really understand, and I don't like to invest a lot of money in things I don't understand, if not any money. So, you know, what Starbucks is doing with Polygon, I think that's a whole interesting idea with NFTs, loyalty rewards programs with big brands, and having those assets as NFTs and tradable. So, like, you know, if myself and Max, you know, if Max has something, a Starbucks NFT that I want, and I have one that he wants, we can trade it on the blockchain. You know, that's pretty cool with big brands. I think there's something really big there. It's just, I think we're still at the infancy stages, especially of NFT projects that we can invest in with value going up. You know what I mean? To me, it's like gaming makes sense. And really, those are the only, I own those NFTs. The only NFTs I own are, I mean, a couple were gifted to me from various projects or whatever, which I hold them. But I've got like 11 of the WAGMI NFTs. I got a super rare one too. So I'm super pumped about that because I believe in that project. I think it's going to do well. They're partnered with Immutable X and GameStop. I think that's one game that could really do well, especially when GameFi comes back. So I've got 11 of theirs from their official Genesis drop. And then I also have like 10 NFTs from a company that passively mines Bitcoin. And you get access to that through holding their NFT. It's Bitcoin, gold, and some other precious metals and things like that. And it was kind of a cool way they set it up. And it's a long play, it's a long game, but it was an experiment, and I liked the idea. So I got a few of those. That's it.
Yeah, NFTs are, you know, if you do them right, like I did them right with Coyote. I only minted 25. I gave them out as rewards. They were free. You didn't have to. Who muted?
Yeah, my bad. I was trying to approve somebody, but someone else did it. So I'm going to mute the room.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you don't get muted when that happens. Just the room does.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, like I was saying, I did mine. They were free. I minted out 25 of them. Anyone that got into my private sale, I give them out, and I pay rewards in ETH. So right there, the utility is you just make money, really. You know, and I have taxes on my chart, so a certain percentage goes to that, and I pay it out, you know, when it hits a certain amount. So right there, you know, if my token ever takes off and goes to the moon, that is valuable because you get paid a certain percentage of it. So doing it correctly, it doesn't affect the chart. I know I'm not trying to show, but I'm just explaining how NFT should be, or even like a subscription base. If you can do that with NFTs, that's correct. Or I was even thinking going down the line 5 years from now, hopefully inking a deal with like Dick's Sporting Goods or something for, you know, for my project, and doing like a 10 or 15% off of their store. If you go there, buy, you know, you scan it and you get a deal off their store. Doing that kind of stuff correctly, I see the value in NFTs. But for me, other than, you know, just a picture or JPEG, I can't see spending tons of money. That's just my opinion.
Zach, I love how you said the best utility for NFTs is making money.
Yeah, well, it's true. I mean, you know what I mean? But you also can't rob the people either. So there's got to be a fine line where everyone's making money, you know what I mean, and doing it correctly. But if you're just fucking cash grabbing to just make money and collecting money off, you know, the mints and offering no utility down the line, that to me, that's kind of shitty. And obviously those developers need tons of money, and that's why they're doing it. But if you can do it correctly, I see value in NFTs, but I don't see that happening at the moment. You know what I mean? I know VSG, I think he did that somewhat correctly. I'm kind of on the fence of how much I know about it, but I think if you bought one of his NFTs, you get a percentage of the tokens or something like that. But if that's what I understand, then that's done correctly also. So, and you know, it's scary though, because you could have paid a lot of money for this NFT and the price goes down on your chart. That's why I gave them away for free. So they can't be mad if they don't get paid out every month. It might be 1 or 3 months, depending on, you know, the chart. But I didn't charge for them, so can't hate me for that. All right, I'll shut up now. We'll go down. Maybe,
I think Real quick, I think the other thing for NFTs that people don't really talk about is just, real world assets, like digitizing, like, house deeds and stuff like that. I think that's going to play a bigger part for NFTs versus last cycle where it was all just, profile pictures and just stupid bullshit.
I agree. Actually, Bartoshi has his hand up. He hasn't spoke yet. And then we'll go to Shamos or whatever you say your name. Sorry. I'm fucking it up.
Yeah, on the NFT side, so I'm more of a numbers guy, data analytics. I'm not a creative person. So that's why I like the blockchain. And I do like NFTs because it does give the creative person a reason to come to Web3. I don't really hold too many NFTs. My NFTs are more friends. Like I like Clifford. He runs Looneybots, so I wanted to support my friend. I bought a few of those. Or if they have a good cause, like Tutti Frutti Women, they do breast cancer research and things like that. So I bought one of theirs just to support their mission. But I was and stuff. Internal, he's an artist in the space. Became a friend of mine, so I bought and supported a project. But supporting artists, if they're, passionate in life and they want to make it clear. I'm kind of hard in the art industry. If you look into that industry, it's very manipulated, controlled. So it's really hard to break into that as an artist. So I love seeing that for Web3. And then now with the music NFTs, let's bring in more artists to the blockchain. So it's really connecting everybody. But I don't think the technology is fully there yet. And we're getting there. And I agree with Zach. I think the big place will be in NFTs to the gaming industry. I can see that being a huge role in all these microtransaction games, the MMOs out there, so you can play your assets through other games upgraded, or you can, trade with other players. So I can see that becoming really big. But how NFT first came out, I just think it was a big cash grab, like you were saying. And I just kind of want to touch on the biggest mistakes I've learned. When you create a wallet, make sure you can get back into it. I was young and dumb, and I joined a Bitcoin pool. I shot our electric bill up from $50 a month to like $500 a month. I got 100 Bitcoin, which was worth like $1 at the time. I got in a lot of trouble with my parents, and I said, "Oh, this is a scam, blah, blah, blah." And now I can't get into that wallet, which would be like $6 million right now. So always make sure you can get back into your wallet.
I agree.
Right.
Who else got their hand up?
That's terrible.
Hi, Zach. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hey, man, I'm sorry for your wallets. Yeah, but I really like the subject of the NFT. I really see some value coming on the NFT. Let's hope, I really hope to see value on NFT, real value. And I'm optimistic that in the future with the Web3, maybe things are changing with the gaming industry. I really love NFT, but just for me, it's not the right moment. So Zach, you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we got you, bro.
Yeah. Actually, today it was a great morning for me. I'm super happy because I made very good money, in one of the Trump coin called Teddy. So it's called Trump Daddy. So I'd like to share it with you. It's exploding today. I did like 20x. Yeah,
Chill on this right now. Shark Tank Wednesday, you can chill if you like.
okay. I just shared to you guys, and that's all.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you.
He's trying to make a little bit more
Awesome.
money today. I respect it.
All right.
Well, actually, it's going.
200 people
Actually,
the bags. I got you.
You're
Actually, Zach, I got early there when I got early into the market with $50,000, and I sold half of my bag when the market reached almost like $1 million, which is today, and just like increasing, so it's good. So I put it for you on the top, Zach, to check it out and maybe share it to your friends. I just share when I see value, I share. That's all.
nice. We'll let you show it for 30 seconds if you airdrop everyone in this space. Token.
I'm not just showing you to make money. I'm not giving my bag, bro.
No, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I like this. I'll send my wallet address. I'm expecting some tokens.
Okay, send $10, no problem.
All right, $10
better than nothing.
Hey, $10 is like what? 75 people in here. Okay, $750 or something out. You guys heard of it?
No. I just want to get a live station.
Oh yeah, you got to share everyone on YouTube too. So you're talking like at least 1,500.
You can bring Zach. Choose one. I can give him $20.
Choose one person.
Yeah,
Me.
All right, I'm gonna only choose someone here to get free whatever token this guy named. But before you airdrop it, you need to send me the contract address so I know it's not a fucking scam.
Yeah, it's on the top. I put it on the top, bro.
All right, give me 5 minutes. I'm going to run it through my bot, make sure it's legit, and then we will pick a winner, and you're going to give that person $10.
Great idea.
Token.
I thought it was 20, Zach.
I thought I heard 200.
No, I think it was actually 20. No, I think it was 20.
All right, 20.
Yeah, so anyway.
Hello. Yes, they did. Yes. Okay. No problem. Bye.
We have an NFT, and I can tell you from coming up with the concept and giving people the idea and saying like, hey, down the road, this is going to do this for you is one thing. Anybody can really kind of do that, right? So there's a lot of that goes on. But for us to do that, we had to actually, like, we have a team of developers. We're creating a blockchain. There's Oracle pools that are being set up. Like, there's a lot that goes into it to be able to actually do what we say we're going to do, right? So you got to be really mindful in the space because there's tons and tons of that like the people don't have the capability of actually doing what they say, right? And secondly, just about the art, like, I think, like, I used to love NFTs, right? When NFTs first came out, the art was like, okay, this is super cool. Like, it was very unique. People were compiling things manually. They were doing the artwork themselves, you know? And then automation kind of came in and compilers. And then that became like, okay, now we only need a bunch of assets, you know? So that was like I think the quality kind of went down. And then all of a sudden the AI image generation stuff started popping out. And that's kind of where I fell off of my love for NFTs, because I felt like there was just becoming so much saturation and there wasn't so much creativity, which is what I liked about it. But all that being said, like, none of that, I think myself anyway, is what NFTs should be, you know? I've always been into the whole real world asset space and looking at enterprise and the usage of NFTs in that kind of sector. And more for indexing of assets for business and companies and things like that. Maybe sharing digitally things like that are kind of easier to send back and forth than say like a tube of drawings, that they used to do on the draft table and then stick it in a tube and mail it out. Like now you can kind of just do the schematics and send it over. And if you want it indexed on the ledger, you utilize the blockchain to do that. And the NFTs work well for that. So and then also there's the gamify space, as Zach Humphries mentioned, which is like another valid use case for NFTs. So basically, I see like enterprise and gamify as far as value goes. The rest of it, like when I was a kid, I used to collect stamps. I collected rocks. They all have no value. It's kind of the same thing with all these PFP kind of deals, But if you like something, go ahead and buy it. You know what I mean? It's your money. You can do what you want with it. And if you like seeing it in your wallet, go for it.
I agree with that. So I ran that Daddy Trump shit through my bot. It's very clean. It looks good. I'm gonna pick the winner right now. Schwamos, you're gonna pay $20 to Being Based. I want to cross chain right here. So let's give a base.
Actually, I will double it. I will make it 40. So choose 2.
Yeah. And then Being Based, what you're gonna do is take 20 of that and hand it out to another person. We're gonna continue to love. So
you know what you guys do? Here's a better idea. Listen, you do that, and then every time it gets sent to another person, you double it or pass it. That's what you're going to do.
There you go.
So Being Based, you're going from 40 to 80, and then you pass it to someone else, and then you see if they're going to pass or take it. There you go. Let's do it that way.
Let's go. And then someone at the end will make a lot of money. But yeah, all right. So you guys link up. You guys do all that. I'm not getting involved with that. But if you're going to show up when it's not Shark Tank Wednesday, we're going to make you pay for it. In a good way.
And we're going to make you pay more, but just not this time. We only talk
So who I have to give? Did you choose the winner?
Yeah, Being Based. He's a speaker.
Okay, so I'm sending him 40, right?
Yep, $40. You guys can.
Okay, send me your sole address, please.
Yeah, talk in the back channel. Don't do it through this. Don't do it through the show.
We're going to continue space, but there you go. I like the cross chain effect. And one day we'll do that I'll do some with Shibarium, and we'll cross chain with Base and Sol, and get everyone on different chains, because the number one problem I see with people in this space is they're in their own little bubble, and and there's so much to explore out there. And if you're not exploring it, you miss on chances to make money. Sometimes I call a lot of Ethereum plays, but I will miss some Solana ones if I'm not looking. So there is money to be made on every chain. And that's the whole point of this. So
yeah, that's true. I agree with you. I used to be an XRP army and a maxi, and stick to my bag, And I found myself that I'm losing people and I'm losing money all the time. And then I start to diversify and start to real see value. So I think people should interact with other network, and they should check if the contract is legit, and they invest what they can afford, and maybe they can make some money.
I agree with you. So going into the bull market, since we'll keep the conversation going, what is your strategy, during the bull run and after the bull run? What are you going to do with your profits? Are you going to reinvest it? Are you going to go buy yourself a Lambo? Are you going to go buy yourself some tea at Pade's Tea House?
Well, all I can tell is that
Tea House.
I invested a lot when it comes to Schwamos. I invested a lot in cryptocurrency. My biggest bag is XRP. I bought some BTC recently. So if I hit, if the bull runs comes and my bag's double, so I will withdraw the half and keep the rest for the future.
Nice, that's awesome. So August 1st is a big day for you.
I hope. I already made like 10x. Imagine 20x. From $50,000 to $1 million. So I already take profits. I sold half of my bag, and I'm super fucking happy with this steady coin.
Awesome, definitely. So make sure you pay Being Based. I'm gonna follow you.
So he did not send me the wallet's Being Based.
Wait, we went from $40 to $4,000. Okay, love to hear that.
Yeah,
Base, please, can you check your DM? I sent you a message, so if you can send me your wallet.
Being base, you should pick one when you host the space. There you go. Continue the trend live. So there you go. But who else has got their hand up here? We'll continue this. God, everyone looks like they have their hand up. Well, we got LFG Kendo up here. You're gonna show Kendo.
Well, you have Ken Dupe up here also, and Shelby's hands up as well. Your wife, who you should probably go to her.
Yeah, let's go to Shelby first, and then we'll go to Kendo, because she'll kill me if I don't do that.
I'm gonna kill you. I'll just wake you up every hour on the hour, no sleep. No, I just want to kind of touch on like the breaking down of the silos. So going from chain to chain. And, you know, I just want to like say, like, even though we're technically women on base, we want to help women. It's really helping the overall market because we're building that hub where all chains can come, get the correct information, get the correct education, and break down the silos and the comfort zone that we all kind of fall into. I know that I really hardcore went into Shibarium, which I love, but I did that for quite a while. And now I'm finding myself being like, okay, I've exhausted everything that my resources, my tokens, like I'm happy with that. That's, my home. But I have a whole new world with base now. The network is amazing. They're just as friendly. And, just breaking out of that shell and going into different spaces, getting on a different chain, buying a token elsewhere. I mean, it's just going to carry the money around. And you can't always count on the same people to keep dishing out money to the same kind of project. If you're stuck in that rut and you have the same people in your spaces, you're not outreaching. And it's kind of like that echo chamber where it's like the same stuff over and over and over again. So definitely, if like you haven't already, find a different chain, go into a space and just hear them out. Try and buy something. I don't know. It's just something that I found very helpful with networking and my portfolio.
This Ducky coin is moving up. Did you get in it, Zach?
Zach, he
comes in. He's watching the Ducky. No, I didn't get into it. I'm actually.
Shelby says some of the most profound shit, and then Zach comes in. Hey, you see this Ducky coin, guys?
There was no easy transition, but I had to get it out. Oh shit. I'm all over the place today, guys. Sorry. I'm like,
Yo,
what do you call it? I don't know. Discombobulated. What's up, Kendu?
hey Zach, I hope you had a nice conference.
It was great, man. Loved it.
It looked like a lot of stuff was happening over there, and it was like it was the biggest conference ever, right, for crypto in general.
It was insane. It really was. And I was talking about this yesterday. The amount of people, specifically Uber drivers and just people in the city that got exposed to crypto, it's hard to measure that, but like that stuff matters. And then next year's going to be in Vegas. Like this is how adoption happens. You know what I mean? Like
it's organic, man.
Yeah, man. I had like probably 5, 6, 7 different conversations with Uber drivers. You get in, oh, you're from the Bitcoin conference. Yeah, I heard all about it. So what's going on with this Bitcoin? What's happening? And then you start having conversations. I know BDS mom was there. She probably had a very similar experience. And it took me to getting back on the plane and coming home and realizing, that's really cool. I mean, that's how this thing really grows and how we take this thing to the next level.
It's super exciting.
100%.
It's because like the vision many of you have had for a very long time, and I've got about crypto and the possibilities. Like I'm not talking about saving the world immediately, but like bringing some visibility, like some see-through databases out there for stuff, so we can see what's happening in the system, right?
And that's what I'm seeing people like ask me, do you think that's why they're shading it on the internet and on the news and stuff? And I'm like, well, I don't know, your thought, right? So
Can you say that again? Just say the question again.
yeah, like how people are like starting to realize, and people are questioning me. People who've seen I've been very active and just chilling crypto as a blockchain in general as a very handy tool to administer like money flows, financial flows. It's super effective, and I think and the bright people are starting to realize it now. Like the people who's been in financial sectors for decades. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
No, 100%. And you know, with these ETFs now, right? I mean, this point cannot go unnoticed, guys. The fact that
exactly. That's why it's so huge.
The fact that these conversations can actually legally be had now, whereas before in the United States they couldn't. Like a money manager, a portfolio manager couldn't talk about crypto at all. They weren't allowed. And now they're able to even have those conversations. Sure, not everybody's going to jump on the first, rocket ship to Mars, right? But eventually, a couple of friends go and they're like, "Hey, Mars is pretty cool. You should probably check it out." Okay, I'll talk to my money guy and see what's going. You see what I mean? It's a slow drip, but it started. It's like an IV. It's that slow drip, and the fact that these ETFs are out there now. It opens the floodgates for so many things. But
it's also like a snowball that becomes an avalanche. Like
100%.
At the end of the day.
There's a tipping point. Yep, you're right. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I think like this mass adoption we're seeing, and I think I had a talk with some people the other day on the space, and some of them were very skeptic about like Memecoins' actual like thing or like purpose, and I was like, well, it's a good measure in terms of educational stuff, right? And in terms of like covering stuff. I mean, as long as they are true and real, but they can be very easily faked. I don't know. And
well, I mean, here's the point, right? What's the purpose of a baseball card? What's the purpose of a Beanie Baby?
Yeah, good point.
What's the purpose of collecting coins? What's the purpose of anything you collect? There's only a purpose. There's only a purpose if there's a market. If there's a market,
collecting dollar bills.
Yeah.
Same thing.
If there's a market where people see value, there's a purpose. So when you see a meme coin go from nothing to $100 million market cap, you don't think there's purpose? There's something going on. And I think people are so naive to say otherwise. And the people that really get me are the people that are only in blue chips. A lot of those people have flipped, though. A lot of those people from 2021 who said, I'll never invest in a meme coin. I'm way too good for that. I only invest in utility-based projects. I'm a serious investor. Okay, well, have fun because you're missing out on, tons of opportunities over here. And we have fun with it, So, and again, I don't want to make this sound like screw all utility tokens either. What I'm saying is you've got to be a chameleon. You got to be able to adapt to everything in the market and have a pulse on everything if you want to win big in this space. You got to be willing and able to be active and up to speed on everything. At least be enough to be dangerous.
Yeah, sure,
And I'm not a technical person. I'm not going to claim to be like, oh, I know everything about the blockchain. I don't. But I have enough knowledge in the things I'm invested in to be dangerous. And I think that's the point.
But at the end of the day, other people can just invest in like the solid projects on the CEX, like the crypto exchanges, right? And that's pretty easy. But you're right in like crypto is a high skill game to be on the top.
Yeah. And here's the thing: if you want to be, and I always go back to this reference, you have to decide: do you want to be an active investor or a passive investor, based on the time that you have. And each and every day, based on the money you want to allocate, based on your age, based on your situation. If you want to be a passive investor, that might be the best route for you then. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and pick two other ones that are quote unquote risky, Chainlink and Caspa. There you go. There's your portfolio. Call it a day. Check it in 2020 or 2030, and you'll probably do well, right? And that's great. But for other people, you know, who are in it every day that are ignoring what's happening, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta kind of like. I think people has to like explore opportunities, right? And otherwise, if you just like follow the mainstream, I think we're not gonna develop, at least in the same speed. And I think the development is an important part. Like there was these guys at the Bitcoin conference that was talking about sustainable energy development, right? And in terms of like the houses and stuff they built in Africa that uses, and old cities that uses like the solar power, and they were able to mine when they didn't use the electricity. That was like just a mind-blowing eye-opener for me. Like, wow. And in terms of like heating up spas and stuff with the heat from the generated from the resistance and the mining GPUs, that's insane, right? Like that's the kind of like direction we're gonna have to go, because it will like promote technical development, and it will bring like sustainable stuff to the table. Meanwhile, I think it's super good. Yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it, really.
Were you there, Kendu, at the conference?
No, I just saw the streams, like
Nice.
The days
Nice.
on the Bitcoin magazine.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's up, Max?
I just want to comment on the kind of wrap the whole conversation with the NFTs and the ETFs and all that stuff into one here. So now, like with the NFTs, we've seen the first launch of it, right? So it's like, I look at that just like a regular chart where the first run is your liquidity run, right? And then you start to develop your project or your idea. So now I think NFTs are in a process of evolution, right? Where that eventually goes, we'll find out. But like, there's a potential opportunity for, well, there's major money that's going to get involved here, right? With the ETFs and all this sort of stuff, right? So now that the NFTs have already come into existence before that, the monies are now there's probably already focus going in on those NFT projects and how to evolve the technology, right? So like, if I think about it, a potential possibility could be a VR tour, like a VR experience in a concert, right? With your favorite artist or whatever, and you can put on the goggles and potentially go around the different areas of the concert, right? And tour around it and experience what it was like to be there. Signed autographs included from your favorite artist or something like that. The gaming and everything. There's so many possibilities that I think that are untapped, and people, we'll come to see how this whole thing materializes, along with the rest of the technology in crypto as well, right? It's such a fast changing technology and evolution of and the most disruptive. I mean, literally, we could touch almost every single industry, I think, with blockchain technology. And like, if you actually think about that, the possibilities that could entail, it's pretty exciting for sure. And yeah, so like the whole ETFs and money getting wrapped up in big money getting wrapped up, like institutional money now. Like, I think we're about to witness a major explosion in the evolution of the technology that we now call crypto. I think what we're about to witness these next few cycles is going to be pretty damn exciting. That's just my personal opinion, but yeah, I'm excited, man.
real quick on the ETFs. Appreciate that, Max. We'll get over to Mara and Richard too. Real quick on the ETFs, guys. I read something this morning. This is something to note. So BlackRock recently came out. I guess it came out of an interview that they had recently with some kind of news outlet, basically saying that the only 2 ETFs that would be approved this year would be the ones that have already been approved. So Bitcoin and Ethereum. So it kind of squabbles some of the rumors of Solana ETFs, at least coming like this year. That could change, obviously, but like that's their stance right now. That's BlackRock's stance. We have had all those other companies though file for Solana ETFs already. So just something to note. Mar, go ahead, man. What's happening?
Hey, Zach. Good morning, man. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Yeah, Zach. Well, by the way, thank you for opening with Kaspa. You know, awesome blockchain.
I knew he was going with that. I knew that was coming.
We will flip Cardano very soon. We'll get into the top 10 very soon, and we're not a stable coin, even though we are looking like a stable coin again. But you know, it is what it is. But Zach, I want to bring up something real quick, and you know, since you have a big audience, YouTubers, all that. I want them to listen to this because this is something serious, and I'm always up to, you know, telling people, you know, what's new in the space and to be careful with. Just like I was warned, you know, a year ago from very smart people, careful with AI. It's going to be a great crypto asset, but there's going to be a lot of scams, and most of all of them are not going to work out. And you think you're investing into the perfect AI. Well, there's one out there now. I spoke about it on Michael's the crypto movement yesterday, and on his space, where you know women also got to be careful with this because women could feel attached to this too. It's fragments. Fragments are going to start getting popular, okay, and it's going to be a huge scam in the cryptocurrency space, okay, and I could see it already. If you guys look into the Game 5 bar of Scottie Pippen, he's selling his Game 5 bar in fragments. And the sad thing is that people think that he's a smart dude. Yeah, he was smart in basketball, but he's an idiot when it comes to crypto and didn't do his homework right. And I actually went, like, I was on a Telegram, and he was on the Telegram too live.
They're not doing it now?
And I basically called out the project, you know, because check this out, people. Fragments, basically you're buying a part of that object, whatever it is, you know, a baseball card, a basketball, a Picasso, whatever it is, you know,
were they waiting on us?
These idiots are tokenizing it, and it just, at least for now, with tokenizing fragments, it's just, it's not there. It's not working. It makes more sense, you know, buying it through NFTs, buying the fragment through NFT, and you know, opening the floor at that price, not with liquidity as a token. It just it doesn't work for me. But here's the key, guys. Even if it's in tokens or in NFTs, when you buy fragments, it cannot be. First of all, it cannot be a fair launch where they just launch it. That's it. It's got to be a pre-sale. And during that pre-sale, you must read or sign a document that that certain baseball card, basketball, painting belongs to you. If they ever sell it, you're going to get part of that money. That is true. Are true fragments. Don't fall into the bullshit of buying fragments like the basketball, and you don't even own a piece of it. It's bullshit. It's a lie. It's just basically jumping into a you know, a meme coin, or without probably even a community. They're just using the basketball. Yeah, it could be a pump and dump. You could make some money if you're going in with that strategy, but make sure that fragments is a legal document that that piece of art, or whatever it is, belongs to you, and if they ever sell it, you get a piece of that money. Okay, don't fall like for the Scottie Pippen one, where you don't even own a piece of a basketball. If they ever sell the basketball, It's just at the end, it's just a hype token, and it's going to be a new scam. And last thing before I land the plane, this is dangerous because imagine, like, for instance, I'm a big Kurt Cobain fan. I love Nirvana back in the 90s. Imagine if they sell the Nirvana unplugged guitar. And I'm new to crypto. Oh my God, I want a piece of this guitar, you know? And I'll fall for the scam if it's not done right. So make sure that that object, whatever it is, you know, it's part of the token or the NFT, and it actually belongs to you, whatever percentage you bought. And with the Scottie Pippen ball, they're not doing it that way. So at the end, it's just a hype coin. Yeah, it might pump, it might make people money, but you don't own shit. You don't part of the basketball. You don't. It's a scam basically, and it's sad that people are going to fall for it because it's Scottie Pippen. You know, and he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. I'm pretty sure he's not into to scam people, but at the end, it's his fault because he didn't do his homework right. You know.
I agree with you completely. You know, we were chatting in that Telegram about Scottie Pippen. The guy can't even get the tokenomics page right. He doesn't even have one. So to me, that's funny coming in this space. You know what I mean? You got to at least explain something, what people are investing in. But, you know, I agree with the real world asset thing. But, you know, fragments are okay because if we didn't have that, you couldn't buy Bitcoin. So, but there is definitely a fine line between that and a real world asset. So I agree with you, Mar. That's pretty funny.
Yo, and also real quick, Mar, that image you sent of the black guy drinking tea in the Crypto Breakfast Club Telegram, that's going to be the image I use for the Black Man's Tea House meme coin that I'm launching. Thank you.
Hey, I own that image, so I got the rights.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt, but I do have a question before it gets off the topic of the Scottie Pippen whole, whatever's going on. Back in the day, he already launched a token that I'm pretty sure, I'm not endorsing, I'm not telling anybody to look into it, but I'm agreeing with Mars saying on the aspect of look into further was that you're seeing with tokens that are doing really good right now. They were here 3 years ago. They were here already doing the exact thing they're doing right now, just on another chain or a new token, or it was an NFT before and now it's this. But yeah, definitely make sure you know what you're getting into before you just go clicking buttons.
Yo, real quick, guys. Breaking news, I guess you could say. Russian lawmakers passed a bill allowing businesses to use Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in international trade. Whoa.
Yeah, I just saw that 12 minutes ago.
No. Russia? Oh, yeah. Mr. Trump, I hope you want to get elected because now you're dealing with Russia. Harris, I hope you want to get elected because now you're dealing with Russia. And guess who's a strategic partner of Russia? China. You think China's not going to get on this next? Yo, we got to get ahead of it. If you want to say USA all the way, you better get ahead of it. That's all I'm going to say.
Trump loves Russia.
Trump and Putin are boys, aren't they? They go way back.
Isn't there a rumor that that's how he got? No, anyway, I don't want to. I'm not from your country. I don't want to say that. But yeah.
Either is paid, but he talks about the United States all the time.
Yeah,
Oh, fair enough.
exactly. Keep telling people that. That's exactly what I need them to think.
Yeah, paid from Japan.
Yo, soon, end the bull cycle. That's the goal. Japan, Japanese tea house, Black Man tea house. That's the token. That's going to be the name of the tea house. And Mutasa will be there also. We already talked in the back channels. He's going to wear a nice Japanese traditional robe and be, advisor to all who comes to the tea house.
That's right. See, we got Mutasco up here. We got about 25 minutes left on the space. We'll get to Mutasco, then we'll probably jump back to Zach.
Wait, Zach, hold on. We're skipping so many people.
Richard's been
Richard.
Oh, my bad. Everyone's got their hand up on my side.
And LFP
Good morning, all.
Well, I just wanted to jump in to say good morning, all. I just want to jump in and say this has been this is one of the most lucid, sober group of crypto guys in a space that I've encountered. So I just wanted to say thank you, guys. That's really all I got to say. But yeah, I was like, hey, these guys are not just screaming idiots. So cool. Glad to be here.
Yeah, awesome. Come back tomorrow for Shark Tank Wednesday. We got 2 projects, showing their stuff properly, active investors. It'll be a great day. We'll ask some really legitimate questions. I go on the background and I look through the contracts, making sure, it's not just a scam bullshit. So come check it out tomorrow. Maybe, you'll check out some of these projects. Maybe you want to invest in it. Nothing is financial advice, but we do offer that platform for projects that really take it seriously to come on and, kind of shill their stuff for a little bit. So check us out tomorrow. If you like the space, retweet it, come back. We talk about crypto all day long. This is like one of the best spaces on X. Really, really intelligent people up here. Multi-chain. My wife's yelling at me as she's on her spin bike. But yeah, come back. We love to have you here. Richard, follow all the speakers, great people up here, and legitimate people. I mean, I don't know what else to say, but check us out tomorrow also.
Sorry, can I just ask, is my hand not up? Because I put it up as soon as I arrived.
It is not up.
It's up for me.
Sucks.
Everyone's up.
Oh, okay, because I put it up as soon as I arrived, and when you said you didn't see it, I lowered it and raised it again. Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. X is acting crazy. Zach couldn't even open this today, so I had to open it, and everyone's got their hand up to me, so I'm just randomly calling on people.
Let's go to Kendu because he said he had his hand up for a little bit, and then Base Lord, and then Mutasco, and then that would probably close us out or be pretty close to it.
Yeah, I just I just was finding it fascinating. It is such an exciting time to be in crypto, and like so many people I know who are not even who've not got any crypto is suddenly contacting me and suddenly asking questions and like, oh, what's all this? Someone asked me the other day, how do I buy some Bitcoins? I was like, well, how rich are you? Because if you're talking about multiple Bitcoins, and she didn't have any knowledge. It was just like, she just wanted to know how do I get some of this crypto stuff? And it is so exciting. I mean, we don't get political, but like, I'm not a huge fan of the number one, like most likely person to next be president of the United States. But him talking about crypto is really cool. And yeah, everything's so exciting, and we are so early. I know we all say that. Everybody says, especially on a project, oh, you're so Kendu can be sitting at 100 and people like, I'm not early, I want to buy under $1 million. That's people's thing, isn't it? That's why they miss out. But it is early. Everything's early with crypto. It's just like we're all of us here, unless you really, really just play really timidly or sell your bags too early, we're all gonna be rolling in it. And you've just gotta hodl, and it's so exciting. I don't know if Bitcoin's gonna go to $1 million, but either way, it's a great place to aim for. Just like Kendu aiming for 100 billion. I don't know if we're gonna get there, but we're gonna damn well try hard enough to get there. Yeah.
I truly believe Bitcoin will go to $1 million over time. Do you know what I mean? Over time, we need mass adoption. It's only 4 or 5% in this space right now. So once people jump on board, how can it not go to $1 million? I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
Bad asset. So in crypto, it's stupid. If you don't need the money, I do not financial advice suggest, just buying a few bucks here and there every week. You can afford it and just put it to the side. Don't even, kind of like a 401k.
100%. Yeah, I was telling this person who was asking me questions about crypto. I said, look, Bitcoin to me, it's like a bank account. Bitcoin. If you're looking for something to invest in for like 2 years plus, putting it into Bitcoin, it's gonna go up. Like, there's no question. It may go down for a little bit, but like that's what happened to me when I first invested in crypto, early 22, and it went down for a while, but then it's gonna go up. You know, you just got to hold.
Think of Da Vinci that bought it at $1. I mean, that is right.
Damn.
Think about it, and he was a smart guy. And I still think we're still early on this because of mass adoption. Big retail hasn't come back, so even $10, even if you 5x your money, it's still better than what it's not going to do that in a bank account sitting there. Banks suck.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a no-brainer. And keep it back. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, absolutely. I personally, having held Bitcoin for a while, I did get a bit bored with the whole, oh wow, I've gained 15% in 2 years, and so I'm not going to lie, I did put I was only holding about 10K of Bitcoin, but I put it all into Kendu at 130 million, and that was exciting for me. Like I'm now like 98% Kendu. It's not forever. When the money that I put in from Bitcoin 2x's, I will take out some of that and put it back in. But it's exciting, right? Like I just got bored with watching Bitcoin grow so slowly. But it's safe, and safety for a lot of people, if you're playing with money that is, I'm playing with money that I put aside for crypto. If you're playing with your savings, don't put it all into one coin. Like that's crazy. Yeah. That's all I have to say about that.
Let's get over to Baselord. It's been waiting patiently. Baselord, what's going on, dude? Or BDAT.
Yo, crazy awesome stuff. That Russian thing is game theory to the max. That is freaking awesome. Also, I wanted to shout out to the ladies of Base. They're everywhere. They're in every space I've been in the past month and a half. They are working hard. They're grinding, which is really, really awesome. Jesse Pollock of Base, he's in that zone 3 to 5 thing. If you know, you know. And I think they're really pushing hard, working real hard for their bags and for the community as a whole. And yeah, man, there are so many bullish sentiments that are going around right now. Whether you're for Trump, I really hope you're not for Kamala, but or RFK, anything like that. I mean, I think the world is coming on chain in the next few cycles. And with NFTs,
Wait. Not RFK. RFK is the biggest crypto candidate right now.
No. He's good, but I don't think he can win right now. I think Trump 4 years and then RFK, he can take us to like Valhalla the next cycle, hopefully. But definitely not Kamala. But anyways, that's not political. The Russian thing is nuts. If China's not jumping on, I would be surprised. And NFTs, I was thinking, RWA, obviously, real world assets, and Larry Fink, everything's going to be tokenized, whether that's your inventory management for these massive companies. Like you're already scanning QR codes, everything, boom, tokened. That way there's, the best supply management that you can possibly have, all on the ledger, all on the blockchain. That's really great for like these big IPO companies too, because your stock holders down to the smallest guy can really see everything and feel like a part of the team, which is really important. Yeah, man, it's just really beautiful seeing everyone here coming together as well and talking about crypto. Last cycle, it didn't seem this together. It felt like HBAR versus XRP and, Ethereum versus Solana. But this year, it seems like everyone's trying to like lift each other up, which is really beautiful. And that's all I got.
Yeah, China is going to have an interesting situation going forward because they banned Bitcoin mining. Zach himself, I'm not sure if it's 100% back or if it's back at all yet, but they banned Bitcoin mining. So they pivoted 100%. All those Bitcoin miners, they basically shut down who went to other countries. I wonder how they're going to, try to get those guys back. But they basically said, hey, you can't mine here anymore. And it made it super, super hard for people in China to even, use crypto, especially with the whole, the national registry service that they have there. I remember one of my friends was telling me that, you can have crypto there, but if they wanted to and they saw that you have it, they can lower your, score. You guys know what I'm talking about, the Chinese, what's the thing called, Zach? The Chinese register.
Social credit score?
There you go, social credit score. Yeah. So if they found your wallet and they saw you had more than, like, I think $1,000 or whatever it is, the equivalent, to the yen in Bitcoin or other cryptos, they could knock your score down. So I wonder if they do pivot, because Russia has now introduced this and they are the biggest strategic partner for Russia right now. I wonder what that's going to look like. Trying to, hey, everyone from Bitcoin who is mining, come back now, and we're not going to affect the score anymore. Like, we'll see what that looks like in the future.
Well, maybe they just stockpile through Hong Kong and keep their people suppressed and don't let them get it, and they still issue like their CBDC or something.
I mean, maybe. I mean, who knows, right? That's the whole thing. We do have Mutasco coming up. Mutasco, are you up? Are you not up?
He looks down to me.
It says Mutasco is a speaker right now, but I'm not speaking.
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, there it is. Mutasco, what's up, dude?
Hey, how are you? I don't know why I can't hear. So when I'm on and I have my hand on, I can't hear anybody talking. I don't know what's going on. So I had to go back down. And then I came back up, and then it happened again. So I'm just going to be quick here because I wanted to comment on something. I heard a few people say things about BlackRock, somebody representing. Again, guys, this whole PSYOP that's going on, ignore it, okay? I think Zach from Subway was saying something about the space and what your strategies are. I just play dead. If you've been here for a while, 4 years, go through this bear market. I'm telling you, your strategy, and I think it goes back to what Shelby was talking about, right? Most of us have had that I think Steve Jobs said that he was talking about the guy that took over after he was fired out of Apple. He said when the guy took over, he didn't only take over Apple, but he also took over a disease. And I think all of us have this disease, right? We don't, I have a friend, I think it was 2016. And I remember he said his dad will watch Fox News for hours and then comes out and he's like, I hate Hillary. I hate Hillary. And then I crack out because when all you're hearing is one source of information, one single story, you don't turn left, you don't turn right, you have a disease. And the best wisdom I can share with everyone, not being here long enough, is to say, do not get married to one thing, one community, one that, one this. The basis of crypto itself is to just swim around. That's what crypto is designed for. And so that's the best advice I can give anybody, seriously. Because when you get caught up, the emotions get ahead of you, and then you get this sense of attachment and loyalty and all that. You have to be able to differentiate between, because you're not here to please somebody. You're here to make your situation better. That should always trump everything, okay? And this is why, I'll give you two examples. And this is why I said that the whole block, because you have people, Goldman Sachs, Citibank, this. They're like running with these names, and they know they have some influence, and they know it. It's not like they're doing it naively. They use their name and credibility to say things like, we don't think Solana ETF, okay, BS to that, okay? Because guess what? Just today, the SEC says, if you remember, it was in June, Charles Hoskinson from IOG said, ADA was part of the list of 12 assets that the SEC with their bogus nonsense that has been crippling this industry for years now said, "Oh yeah, all these assets, securities, right? All these assets are securities." I'm like, okay, how? And then they just leave it there and walk to the next thing. And we all found out it's all a joke, right? I mean, you guys saw the release today. So you think about the timing. You have a BlackRock representative on CNBC. Yeah, that's PSYOP. And then the next day, the SEC says, "Oh, by the way, Solana, ADA, there's a list of them. You can go look them up. Filecoin, all that, okay?" And they're like, "Oh, they're not securities, okay? If you're not a security, what are you? You're a commodity." So whether BlackRock says there's a Solana ETFs or not, forget about that. Move on. Because there will be ETFs for all these assets, okay? Why do I say that? If you're somebody who's sucked into the XRP disease, you know that when John Deaton was taking that lady that was, I think she had it was the guy, I think James Kaufman. I don't remember his token, but he literally got killed by the SEC lawyers, okay, in court. I will destroy all the pre-mined tokens. I'll destroy everything and start all over. The SEC guys looked at each other's face and said, we don't advise that. What does that even mean? They ruined the guy's business, okay? And the lady that was doing like Zach Humphries, for example, if Zach decides to use that token as a way to boost his audiences on YouTube and whatever, why should Zach be penalized? Okay, and this is why John Deaton took that to court and won the case. And in front of the judge said something that was profound. He said, he looked at the SEC prosecutors and said, lawyers, and said to them, he said, "Would you agree that if you have a legitimate blockchain and you have a legitimate asset and it has a legitimate use case, that wouldn't be considered a security?" And they looked at each other. These guys are a big joke, okay? So what I'm trying to say here is there's a massive PSYOP going on. If you don't do enough research, and by research I mean read, okay? Just read stuff yourself. You will get swindled by these people. They could care less if you take care of your family, you change your financial situation. They're not even going to come in to hold your hands. I'll leave you with two stories. These are very strong, compelling stories. For the first time ever in the history of the U.S. Department of Justice, in fact, at the time they said it was the largest seizure they've ever had, which was 50,000 Bitcoins, okay? And then it's now the second because they had another one which was related to the BITUNIX hack. If you guys remember that one, there was about 120,000 Bitcoins that was hacked. And somehow whoever did the hack sent the hacked tokens into these two couples that were arrested in New York, right? They literally sent it to them. And then they were supposed to then launder that money out. And I mean, thousands of wallets, guys. Go read it. It's a very beautiful story, but it explains the point that I'm going to make here, guys. The 50,000 was I think the guy's name was James Zong or whatever his name is. Look him up. The guy was in, real estate portfolio. He was running businesses. You know how he got the money? This was Silk Road. And I know some of you were talking about Ross and whatever, right? The jury literally, they voted unanimously to put this guy into prison, okay? How you revert that, I don't know. It has to be the president, okay? But the point is we can't ignore the facts, okay? Because here's the thing. Silk Road was a marketplace. Now, on top of it being a marketplace, there were a lot of things going on there. But the reason why I'm using this story about James Zong, which was the 50,000 Bitcoins that were seized, and how they even got it was like in the bathroom under a circuit board and all that crap, okay? But the beautiful part of this story is that somehow Zong found a way to trick the Silk Road withdrawal system, okay? So it's like a recent case, Kraken Cetic. Okay, the Cetic white hot, what they did, it was 3 million. It could be 3 billion. Okay, but Kraken came up being politically correct. Oh yeah, they were trying to extort us. Blah blah blah. No, they found a bug and they tried to trick you. And the account literally allowed them to withdraw the money after they put it in. What James Zong did with Silk Road was he literally put in 200 Bitcoins, I think 200 to 300 Bitcoins, and then he started withdrawing. In fact, he created fake accounts and started withdrawing more than that. In fact, he withdrew up to 50,000 Bitcoins, okay? And guess what? He actually got more when Bitcoin split in 2017, when they had the Bitcoin Cash blockchain, because everyone that had, after the hard fork, everyone that had a wallet that interacted with Bitcoin, you got an equivalent amount of the Bitcoin Cash. So this guy got it and went and withdrew it from another exchange. Long story short, there's a lot we don't know. And sometimes they get us distracted into hating each other and talking about some nonsense. What you want to focus on is what we're not talking about, which is all these blockchain-based native assets, are they securities or they are commodities? If they are commodities, what does that even mean, right? Where of these productive assets? Now, if you understand that, you can bet on it, right? How do you bet on it? You don't have to wait for some hedge fund to accumulate money and set up a fund and say, hey, you qualify to come in. You can literally own it right now. So when you have somebody representing Goldman Sachs talking about, yeah, we need to set this up right. I'm like, well, I can own Filecoin. I can own ADA. I can own Ethereum. What are you talking about? Are you talking to me, or you're talking to me from the angle of you being a fiduciary to your super wealthy clients? Okay, you need to separate the two. You're not talking to everybody. So what is beautiful about this time is we have the flexibility, the access, and we can make decisions because we have brains in our heads. Okay, we're not going to let some guy, some institution come and swindle our brains. All I'm saying is, and if you want to know this, and today and this is my last comment, guys. The last comment I'm going to make is the topic of the day right now is, what is it? 2 billion Bitcoin has been moved by U.S. Marshal Office. That's why I said do research, guys. Under the U.S. Marshal Service, which is a division under the Department of Justice, there's like several rules that govern these things, right? They have custody, and I think they have disposal. There's a process around that. There's also a legal framework. And if anybody wants to know this, go look up the Comprehensive Crime Control Act. Okay? If you read that, you understand under the law what these guys have to do. So nobody has to tell you, well, the assets are supposed to go and sell. Well, cool. I give you two stories. The James Zong story was a situation where James literally stole Bitcoins off of Silk Road, okay? So if he stole them and it was supposed to be customer Bitcoins, somebody who is a customer with Silk Road has to file a claim. So if the U.S. Department of Justice under the U.S. SMS, if they seize the Bitcoins successfully, they have to offload it and give it back to Silk Road. But as we know, Silk Road doesn't exist. So in some instances, the government will have to put resources to do the work. So they have to charge you. So whatever the case is, they have to put the money back into running their operations. But if it's if it's 50,000 Bitcoins at the end of the day, they have to give that Bitcoin back to BITUNIX. And BITUNIX have to find a way to pay back its customers. Again, guys, there's some nuances there even. With Coinbase, all these exchanges have rules on how, even if that happens, who gets their money first and who gets their money last. They spell it out there clearly. You have to be careful and know what these rules are. I'm just saying, the PSYOP is annoying, okay? And you have big accounts on X flying out on these things, spinning their own narrative, trying to confuse people. All I say is play dead, okay? If you want to understand the significance of Bitcoin, Follow the guy Plan B. Okay, he has been doing a lot of excellent work on just the exponential movement of Bitcoin and what it means going forward, 5 years out, 6 years out. In fact, when Bitcoin went to $16,000, if you had put in $16,000 to get one Bitcoin, how many X's would you have had today, right now? Has it been 5 years? No. So that gives you a signal of how fast this asset can move, which means being patient pays. It doesn't mean that you're a fool. It just means that you're trying to play dead so all the noise can take the energy away. I'm going to shut up, but sometimes I get triggered when I hear certain things. And I think we all have a responsibility to learn more about what these things are and what the nuances are so that we're not misleading each other.
Perfect. Well, it is a 11:30. Thank you, Mutasco. Maybe we can continue the conversation tomorrow. I actually have a bunch of things to do today, so I do have to wrap this up. But hopefully, Zach can get this live again tomorrow. And it's Shark Tank Wednesday, so come back. I'm excited about hearing about the projects tomorrow. So if anyone wants to speak on that before we close, we love you guys for coming in. We can't do it without the listeners and the speakers. So.
Zach, quickly, who are the projects tomorrow? Who are we going to be listening from, hearing from?
We have Landlord and we have Sheesh. That is confirmed, correct, Zach?
Yeah, and we may have one more. I've been working on one during the space, actually. I don't want to announce it yet, but it's almost there. So we might have a third one joining us, but for sure, Landlord and Sheesh. Both these on Solana. Both have been pretty solid, too, since their launch. And, yeah, looking forward to it. Appreciate everybody for coming out today. Thanks again for making this thing possible. Obviously, we couldn't do it without everybody. So tomorrow's another day. We'll be back. I'll have some more content out throughout the day, too. Got a lot of stuff diving into as well. And, yeah, back live tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Eastern on YouTube and X, and we'll roll it into the Crypto Breakfast Club, Shark Tank Wednesday, 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Much love, guys. Appreciate everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.